Check 1 2, mic check 1, test 2. Aloha, how's it? How's it? Mic check, test 1, test 2. Maya, let me know, please. Check 2. Awesome. Check 1, test 2, mic check. Check 1, test 2, mic check. B-side, what's up, Maya Makalea? How are you, sis? Love you, chokes. Ke'ao, I see you. Thanks for being here. Mahalo nui. Thank you, guys. Aloha nui to each and every one of you. Welcome. Welcome. I'm just making sure that everything works. Awesome. Very cool. B-side is here. Princess Linnell Honui is here. How are you, sis? Love you, chokes. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. How's it? How is everybody doing? How are you guys? So, check Facebook Ohana. I know you guys can hear me. There's a bunch of you. You just are logging on. How's it, Aloha? Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. If you want to make that switch over to Twitch, let me see if Don, if you can send the link. If not, I can take care of it. Please let me know. Paul Mendoza, I see you, Paul. Happy Aloha Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here. Good to see you guys. So thank you so much. Ke'ao is here. I see you, Ke'ao. Thanks for being here. Shout out to Iliam Ryzen. How are you, Iliam? And shout out to you and the beautiful wife. Maya moves. I see Rick Iwamoto here. Just got here. What's up, Rick? Shout out to my mods again. Maya Makalea. She's here. The B-side is here. Princess Leohono is here. Nancy Nakamura is here. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Maya moves. Is she here? I think I see her. So welcome. Lila Figgy Fresh is here. Hey Lila, how are you? Happy Aloha Wednesday. On Facebook, Keisha and Prado. How are you, Keisha? Happy Aloha Wednesday. Thanks for jumping on Twitch. Jumping on Facebook, and so good to see you. Keisha, I do a talk show, and it's actually on Twitch TV. So if it's something that you are interested in, Keisha, let me know. I'm gonna send you the link right now. And if you want to make that switch to Twitch, jump on. You will see like the rest of the gang where everyone's hanging out, and then you get to see something a little bit different with a whole bunch of people. Island Boy Iea, I see you. Happy Aloha Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here. J Play DJ, how are you? Shout out to J Play DJ. Good to see you. Aloha to Warrior Pride. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Aloha nui to you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule and to be here. Our Facebook Ohana. How's it, everyone? I'm actually multi-broadcasting, I should say, on Twitch TV, which is where the main channel is, on Facebook, also on my YouTube channel. So if it's something you're interested in, make that switch to Twitch. Come over on the other side, and you got to see the rest of the Poi Pounder Ohana out here. So good to have you here. M Swift LA, good to see you. Happy Aloha Wednesday. Thanks for being here and joining us. I appreciate that so much. P Love Express 17, aloha nui to you. Happy Aloha Wednesday. Thanks for being here. Hope you guys are doing well. Brother Mikey B, how are you, brah? How's it? Aloha. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you guys. Everyone's slowly rolling in, and I appreciate you guys so much. Brother Darren 808 is here. Everybody say how's it to Darren 808. The Sarge is here. Sergeant Squirt 8. Sergeant Squirt, how are you? Salute to you, sir. Happy Aloha Wisdom Wednesday. Good to see you. All the way from Santa Barbara, our sister Michelle is here. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Happy Aloha Wisdom Wednesday. Thanks for being here. Ray Miyoshi is here. How are you, sis? Happy Aloha Wednesday. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, guys. The crazy thing about trying to do this and multitask is once everyone starts to jump in and come in, it gets a little bit more challenging for me, but I accept the challenge. It's not a problem. I appreciate this. This is the more people we can get in, the more I don't think he's nervous. I don't think he gets nervous for stuff like this, which is also really, really cool. I always get guests that tell me, hey, I'm super nervous. And I'll be honest, anytime I'm on a DJ or another talk show, like I get super, super nervous. And so, yeah. Shout out to DJ Shibuya. Good to see you. Yo, DJ Shibuya, I got one of your mods. And then I know you also mod for High Certified too as well. So shout out to DJ Shibuya. Make sure you're following Shibuya. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Again, Island Boy IA is in the house. My favorite Papa on Twitch. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Thank you so much. So really, really quick, I'm going to give you just a brief overview of what Wisdom Wednesday is. Now, I've been streaming for about 8 months now, but I didn't really get serious about streaming until, say, I started in September. I created my account, I want to say in August, I think, but I wasn't really serious in terms of streaming and kind of wanting to take it to the next level. It wasn't until November. That's when I kind of like, you know what? I think I got something going here. I think I like what I see and what's going on here and the community here. And so as I was learning and how Twitch works, I started to jump on, obviously, a different DJ's channels. And one of the first channels I jumped on and I learned was from DJ Twinspin. So he has his weekly talk show. It's every Sunday, and it's called Twitch Talks. And so Twinspin taught me a whole bunch of things. And then our brother DJ Mark Easy from San Diego. So Twinspin's from the LA area. Mark Easy's from San Diego, and his show was Mondays. And I think he's revitalizing it, and that's Twitch Happens. And then the third show I saw was our sister DJ Shea Boogie SD. She's also from San Diego, and her show was Saturday. And it's called Mic Check. So you had a show on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Prior to that, I would put out and post on my other social media outlets, Facebook and Instagram, and I would do different quotes, just inspirational quotes called Wisdom Wednesday. And the thought came to mind, hey, let's try and see if I can do something like this, but make it a little bit different in terms of not just having a DJ there, but also have like not just the mods, but regular viewers. Have them jump on a channel, and the local term here in Hawaii is called talking story. We're just having a chat session. It's as if we were here in real life. We're just over the phone, and we're just talking story. The only difference is with an audience. Sometimes it's Twitch related. Many times the focus for me is how to help us kind of get through that middle of the week and just get through that hump. And which is why Wisdom Wednesday was created. And so some personal development stuff that we'll talk about, things that just kind of help us get over that hump, and you never know where it takes us. And so that's kind of how Wisdom Wednesday is created. Let me address our Facebook ohana. Kale Makali'i, Coburn. Aloha nui to you. How's it, Kale? Happy Aloha Wednesday. I'm not sure if you can see the link there. I'm not sure, Kale, if you're familiar with Twitch, but I would recommend, if can, Hikino, if can, make that switch over to Twitch, come over. A whole bunch of people are there actually hanging out on Twitch, and you get to kind of see a different side of what you normally wouldn't see on Facebook. And so I'm multi-streaming on Facebook, Twitch, also on on YouTube, but the main channel is actually on Twitch. And so I've been doing Wisdom Wednesday for a few months now, and I've been so blessed by awesome guests, viewers, mods, DJs alike, and having them on. And so welcome to each and every one of you here on Wisdom Wednesday. Today we have Kev Hawaii as my first guest, and then I'm going to have our brother High Certified, and then last and definitely not least, all the way from LA is our brother DJ EMAN, the legendary EMAN. And so aloha to each and every one of you in the chat room. And so it's just Gabby. How are you, sis? Good to see you. And so let me bring on my first guest today. And so do me a favor. If you guys could put up your hearts, shout him out, throw up your shakas, and let him know that he feels welcome and loved here. We're going to bring him on. And really, really quick, Kalei over on Facebook side, you can download the app, or you could actually just watch it via through the Twitch website. So it's totally up to you. I just appreciate you taking time to be here. There she is. Let me quickly acknowledge her first. And the chat's kind of blazing. I want to make sure. There she is. Shout out to Shay Boogie SD. Make sure you're following her. Again, she does a talk show Saturdays, mic check. So make sure to check her out. She also streams. And I appreciate her. Loved our female DJs. They're awesome, and I love that they bring a different perspective in a male-dominated field. And so, shout out to Warrior Pride. I see you. How you, my brother? Aloha nui to you. So, without further ado, let me bring my first guest on. So, chat ohana, poipana ohana. Do me a favor, throw up your shakas, throw up your hearts, and let's welcome our brother Kev Hawaii.
Hey,
brother?
How's it, Don?
How you, brah? Good to see you, man. Hey, mahalo. Hello. Thank you. You know, it's the awesome part, like where you see the names, you see the handles, their names for like months at a time, for however long you're on Twitch, and then you get to finally see the face, right? Where you can connect the name, the face behind that name, and so, brah. My question to you real fast before I have you address the chat room, bro. Kev,
yes, sir.
How did you get your hair like that, bro? It's like perfect, bro. You got that wave action going, bro.
It's a lot of work. Trust me. It's not easy.
It takes some work right there. I'm telling you, chat on. No. Look at Kev Hawaii's hair. Look at that hair. It's perfect. It's almost like DJ Stress TV-ish. Just with highlights.
No, I kind of compare it to Stress. Can I say a couple things before we start?
Bruh, say whatever you like, bro. We just talking story, my man. We just talking story, brother.
First of all, thank you for having me on here. With all the heavy hitters you've had on here, all the big names, I don't know why I'm here, but I appreciate you having me on here. And secondly, I still remember, I don't know if it was your very first stream or second stream, but you didn't make affiliate yet. Yeah. And I saw you streaming on Twitch. It popped up on that recommended channel or something.
Yeah. I was
like, I didn't know. I remember seeing you in Joe Cortez's room on Facebook.
Yes.
But I didn't know you DJ'd. So I was like, okay, well, let me check this out. And I still remember you sitting there in front of your white hollow tile wall, staring down at your mixer, not really saying much, and just playing music. And
on my ugly ass couch.
Yeah, on my ugly ass couch. This is interesting. But I mean, to see where you've come now from then, much respect. I mean, that's all your overlays. I've seen you do that thing Friday night with the other DJ.
Oh, my feature Fridays.
Yes, everything you're doing is amazing, and nothing but respect to you. I'm happy for all your success.
I didn't know that.
It's awesome,
Kev. I didn't know that. And so I mean, in response, brah, like, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate. I I mean, it's been 8 months. I don't know. Like I said, right, it wasn't until like November where I really got serious,
right,
in jumping on and saying, hey, maybe there's something that maybe I can offer the Twitch community, and so
yeah, from that first stream, I never thought you'd
what
be
a difference.
where you're at today. I mean, just
Me
seeing
too,
that.
my man.
I mean, if you folks never saw it, I mean, I'm sure Don won't mind me. The sound quality was nowhere near what it is
Oh, it
today.
was a piece of crap. Like, why would you even come? Like just the fact that you actually like recommended. Number one, why would Twitch recommend this guy on his ugly ass couch? Which is okay, awesome. And then you actually took the leap of faith, like, okay, I think I recognize that name. Let me see what this brother's all about. And then you
Right.
click on it and you're like, what the hell? Nah.
Yeah. No, I was like, oh, okay. He didn't even make affiliate yet. I was like, well, we'll see where it goes from here. But like I said, I mean, where you are today, it's it's huge. It's huge.
No, and you know what?
Congratulations to you.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, brother. I mean, again, you and I know. So for the chat room, I just want to preface by saying this is, I let every guest know there's some questions I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna send you like it's the cookie cutter questions that I normally ask, but I said it just depends on how the chat goes. But not only that is, hey, whatever and however you feel, let's just talk. I mean, and it's us again. We're just talking story. And you brought up something really, really very important to me, like how you say, like, from where I started and the evolution of DJ Don Famuina's channel, right? And I will always say this is that this could not have been possible with the help of so many people, yourself included. Like me knowing now, like, yeah, all the way back then, like, again, I can't remember, and I didn't realize that you were one of the first one, day oneers, I guess they like to call it, and I appreciate that, Kev, like I could go on and on. Of course, my mods, of course, all the DJs out there, right? Like, brought an old school playhouse, the local brothers like DJ Joe Cortez, DJ Alex 808, all those guys, like all the technical stuff, like it was just me just getting on my phone and say, hey, I need this. Even recently, like I remember shooting Alex 808A, just kind of figuring stuff out, and boom, the response comes right back. So all those guys, I will always acknowledge and recognize and mahalo them for making who I am today. Right. I think the success of anything that you do, not just on Twitch, but just in life general, is never done by just one person. There are people out there that think they've done it all by themselves. That could be the furthest from the truth. And I am one that will always, I'd like to think, that I acknowledge these people that made me who I am today. And so, like, I mean, again, my mods, the viewership, my DJ brothers and sisters, just the journey that where I am today. I just feel so blessed and so grateful, right? So many of those DJs out there and mods and just viewers alike that have helped me to where I am today. So thank you for acknowledging that, bro. I appreciate you, Kev. Thank you, bro.
I think that's awesome that the DJs helping each other grow their channels.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Okay, so chat Ohana, really, really quick. If there's any questions that you have for brother Kev Hawaii or any other guests or even myself, go ahead and highlight it, put it in the chat, and in the event I miss it, one of my mods will catch it and they'll notify me. So don't be afraid to ask any questions. And so we'd love to hear from you guys. So we appreciate your presence here. So brother Kev, of course, it's the cookie cutter questions I will ask, and it's just the basis so we get to know who Kev Hawaii is. So where you from? Born and raised? Where are you currently situated? Share with us, brother.
Born and raised in, I want to say it's Wailai Kahala.
Okay.
It's not really Kaimaki and it's not really Kahala. So, I born and raised here, went to Kalani, graduated from Kalani. Okay. Never did much after that. Did some not so smart things after high school, but learn and grow.
Absolutely, learn and grow. Right. So, are you still in the same place in the
Yeah, I'm still in the same area.
Yeah. And so for those of you that aren't familiar with Honolulu, Kev lives on the east side of Honolulu. So I want to say in terms of geographical areas, more for like general side. So it's the east side, northeast side of Waikiki.
It's
something like
yeah,
that.
I
Just
describe it.
right outside of Waikiki, right outside Waikiki, not very far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually tell people in the mainland I'm on the ass side of Diamond Head. So the picture that everybody
So
sees, yeah, I'm behind.
so you're on Diamond Ass.
Yeah, I'm in Diamond Ass. Basically, pretty much.
Everybody sees Diamond Head. Kev Hawaii
Yeah.
lives in Diamond Ass.
Yeah.
Just a reference. Just letting
Yeah.
you guys know.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So I grew up in Pololo. That's where I grew
Oh,
up.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Not very far. Yeah.
We
That
must
so
know a
that
lot of the same people.
I'm pretty sure that we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, Hawaii, small island, small
Yeah.
world, right? And then you factor in the Twitch community, it even gets smaller.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
Even gets way, way, way smaller. And so how did you I take it music is is something you like, obviously, because you mod for a whole bunch of DJs, but like when did you discover Twitch and like how did that happen for you?
So this is kind of a long story. I'll try and shorten it as best as I can.
Yeah.
So before the pandemic kicked into gear last year, I want to say about February, Cutmaster Spaz was doing streams on Facebook.
Yes. Yep.
I don't know if you remember that.
No, I do. I do
And
remember
then
that.
he
Yes.
switched to Twitch.
Yep.
So I had switched to Twitch to watch it because this was before I even knew Joe Cortez.
Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of people, I got on Twitch. I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I couldn't figure out a lot of things about it. And I'm like, "What is follow? What
Yeah.
is?" Even just making I didn't like it because you had to make an account.
Sure. Yeah.
And then I was like, subscriber name or account name, and I was like, okay, my creative geniusness had to kick in. Kev taken, Kev A taken, Kev A Hawaii. Okay, we're stuck with that now. So that's how I got my name. But anyway, so fast forward a couple months later, I stopped coming on Twitch
Mm-hmm.
because it just wasn't for me because I couldn't figure it out. And then I get this thing on Facebook because I started watching Joe's streams because I was working from home. But Nick Styles sent me something, and I didn't know who Nick Styles was.
Yeah.
And he sent me something about join him on Twitch, and I was like, well, I don't know who Nick Styles is, but I'll check it out. So I went and watched Nick Styles, and I remember LX started streaming on Twitch, so I would watch LX.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much how it got started. I just started rolling from there. I want to say April of last year, maybe May. But I mean, I noticed a few months ago that Nick Styles' room actually had a first badge, which means you're one of the first 10
Yeah.
subscribers to his page. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. And I was like kind of shocked at that. But yeah, so I mean, that's how it all got started and just snowballed from there. Just I
Nice.
figured out how to navigate around, and I started discovering more and more DJs, and it's been interesting.
So who was your first maybe your first three DJs that you started following? I know you mentioned
So
I
Nick
know it was
Styles,
Nick Styles. I know because Spaz jumped
LX,
on LX.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
didn't follow Spaz because
I
I
see.
couldn't figure out all that.
Yeah, okay. Got
And
it. Got it.
the third, I'm not. It was either Chris Cut or Jaybird because I
Nice.
got in a gifted sub, and I still remember this. The first gifted sub I ever got was from the Queen of Twitch, BB Joy,
Nice.
and I
Yeah.
want to say it was to Jaybird.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
So I'm thinking that Jaybird might have been the third follow.
Awesome. Yeah, and shout out to BB Joy, sisters all the way from Florida, right? All the way on the East Coast. And
Right.
BB Joy.
And
Awesome sister.
BB Joy actually helped me navigate because we were in either Nick or somebody's room, and then I started asking her all kind of questions, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do that." And I was like, "Okay, cool," and so she was really helpful to me.
Yeah. No, yeah, and and your story is very similar to like everybody. I remember when I first came on Twitch, and I had no idea how everything worked out, and so and that's the awesome part is the Twitch community. From my experience, generally, and I only can speak from the DJ side or even the musician side. um, they're very extremely helpful. People aren't
Oh,
afraid to
oh
help
yeah,
out. A question pops up, and then a whole bunch of people will respond. If not the mods, right? We'll
right,
just say, hey, this is what this. Okay, oh, what's a hype train? And they'll explain what a hype train is.
right,
And so yeah, that's the awesome part about this community is um, just being able to just learn things and grow together.
right,
So
right.
yeah, and so again, I take you back, like how you shared when you first jumped on my channel and just saw how plain is it. Shay Boogie SD, same thing. I'm highlighting her message right there. She knows she's one of the day oneers, aside from Princess Leohono and Maya Makalea. I mean, just learning of how things,
Right.
So very different, and how we've evolved. And I'm sure just like you too, because you're a moderator for a whole bunch of different DJs out
Mm-hmm.
there, right? And so,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whether they're here or not, I see, I see a few of them here. So shout out to DJ J Bird, who you mod for, DJ Shibuya, I
Right.
am DJ Pre, Juicy J Play, and DJ Mary Jane. That's who you
Right.
currently mod for. Am I
Right.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So out of your 5 DJs that you mod for, who's your
Mm-hmm.
favorite?
Who's my favorite to mod for, or who's my favorite DJ?
Yes
Because I'm
and
not going to
yes.
answer either of those questions.
Damn it. I was just trying to I was just trying to see. Damn it.
The first one to give me a sword was DJ Shibuya.
Nice.
And what was funny about him giving me the sword was um, one night he was streaming and he just started and I don't know what we are talking about, but he's like, oh, we need a poll for that. But then he realized that none of his mods were there yet. And he was like, okay, here, you make the poll. And he just made me a moderator. I'm like, I don't even know how to do that. I have no clue how to do that. And he's just like, well, here's a sword. Enjoy it. I'm like, okay.
Okay, let's go. What do I do?
Yeah,
How's it,
yeah.
everybody?
I have no clue what I was doing. And I still basically have no clue what I'm doing, but
No, man, from what I'm hearing, you're like one of the power mods. So congratulations to you.
no.
And again, we talk about the evolution too, right? Right. I
Right,
mean, imagine your first time and you're trying to figure out, okay, aside from just greeting people that comes into the chat room, it's much, much more than that. As moderators, you're the extension of the DJ. And I
right,
will always say this is that again, the success of this channel couldn't be done without my moderators,
right,
and that you're the kind of glue that kind of binds everything together, because your DJ streaming and he or she's doing all these different things, and I miss stuff all the time. And so my mods are the one that's are always on it, say, hey, so and so's here, so and so gave this, and just to make sure that that we catch them, and we want to acknowledge these people when they come into the channel, right?
right,
And your job is it's huge. It could be a deciding factor for the success of your DJ's channel, and then not only that, every time the notification pops up, you have real life things to do, and modding for what, 5 6 DJs. I can see it could be it's a daunting task,
It
so
it can get tiring at times, but
I
I
bet.
mean, I try to be there as much as I can for all my DJs.
Yeah.
Um, you know, and luckily, I think Jaybird is the only one that'll DJ every day. But now he's doing daytime, which I cannot be there because I'm at work. But you know, it's tiring, but it's also rewarding at times because you get to meet a lot of people and you
Yeah.
talk with a lot of people and it's a lot of fun a lot of times. And like DJ Shibuya, he's on basically Friday and Saturday nights late,
Yeah.
and DJ Pre is on the weekends for an hour or two, just doing raid streams. So it's not like consuming all of my time. Um, Juice J Play, he'll do pop-ups here and there, so
Nice.
it's not like I'm constantly modding all the time.
Yeah. Well, you're making it fit to your schedule too, as well,
Right,
right?
right, right.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
all the DJs understand if we're not there. I
Of
mean, we
course,
have other lives, right? And but we all try to be there as much as we can for them.
absolutely. No, and the other thing that I know is that you have your DJ that's out there, and sometimes it could be, I don't know how to say this in the most humblest way, right? Like it's almost like a star status, right? Like some people like, oh my gosh, like I went into a room, into a channel, and there's some people that frequents my channel, and I went in. I want to say less than 20 people. They were modding for this specific DJ, and I just went
Mhm.
in to just chill and vibe, you know. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, can't believe you! I'm fangirling right now." I was like, "It's just me," you know what I mean? Like it's nothing, but
So
it's
you're a rock
almost
star.
not. No, I'm a monster. I'm gonna tell you that right now, right? But I want to say it's the same, if not almost, or if not the same status like with mods, because the mods are, you guys are rock stars as well, and you see so like, oh my gosh, Misty Mountains here, power mod, for high certified, right? Kev Hoy is here, power mod for all these different DJs. Like you guys have that status too as well. I think, and that's what I've noticed in my experience watching that, again, how important your role plays for the DJs that you mod for, because you're an extension of them. When you're
Right,
visiting these other different channels and they
right,
see your name, Kev Hoy, wait a second, isn't he DJ Shibuya's mod, right? And
right.
then right, I mean, I could work for and against you, so I think we just got to be very mindful in terms of how we act and what we do on various channels, right? I mean, again, that's been my experience. I don't know
Right,
if that makes sense for you.
right. And that's one thing I have to keep in mind too, because all the DJs are different. You know,
Yes.
um,
Yeah.
Shibuya and say DJ Pre, they're like polar opposites. Like if you've been in Shibuya's room, you know what I'm talking about. It gets
Yes.
kind of crazy in there, whereas DJ Pre is more,
Happy-go-lucky,
kind of chill.
loving,
Yeah,
kissing
right,
everybody,
exactly.
hugging everybody when they come
Yeah,
in, blowing
exactly.
kisses to the camera. Yeah.
Right. And Shibuya is like, he keeps everything positive in there,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it gets wild with the chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not too many filtered words in there, put it that way. But it's always positive. It's
Yeah.
never it it's not. And DJ Shibuya would say this himself. It's not for everybody,
Yeah.
and if you're easily offended, it may not be the room for you.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
not where we're intentionally,
I
trying to
like the
offend
fact
people.
that Shibuya puts that out just so that they
Right,
know what to expect, right? And I've
right,
always I've always said this: there's an audience for everyone,
exactly,
right? And if it's not your cup of tea or your cocoa or your coffee, there's a whole bunch of other DJs you can check out,
exactly.
right? So
And he understands that,
yeah,
and we say, it's to me how I look at it, and what attracted me to the room to start off with was everything was real talk. It was genuine. It wasn't any bullshit. It's like
yeah,
friends sitting around at a barbecue late at night just talking shit
talking
with each other,
story. Yep,
right?
yep, yep.
You know,
The banter, right?
right?
They're just
Exactly,
poking at everybody, just calling
right,
each other out. Yeah, like, it's
right,
as if you were to do it in real life with a whole bunch of
right.
people.
And it's
Same
no
thing.
mean intentions meant at
Absolutely,
anybody, you know.
absolutely. Well, I mean, the saying goes, I only can control what I say, not how you feel.
Right, right,
Right? The way you take it, that's all on you. I'm not
right,
responsible for how you feel. I am responsible for what I say.
right.
Right? Yeah.
Like I said, we don't try to offend anybody. It's just I think nowadays everybody is so, or some people are just so easily offended, or they're so, you got to be PC about everything. I mean, come on. You know, growing up in Hawaii as a kid,
You
everybody teased
you tease
everybody.
everybody. Yeah, like
Right?
you're not safe from, I don't care what race you're from. You
Exactly.
you tease everybody.
Right.
And
And it
it's all
wasn't
in fun,
right. It
right?
wasn't trying to be hurtful. It was just that's just part of it growing up here. So I think we grew up in Hawaii a little thicker skinned than a lot of
Well,
places.
well, it's not only that, and you bring a really good point up, Kevin. It's not only that; is because of Hawaii, like our friends all come from different cultures, right,
Right,
and backgrounds, and so you get to learn the culture as well, the good and the stuff that it comes with it. It is what it is, right?
right,
But you
exactly.
learn it, and then you know what I mean. Number one, you learn all these cultures. Number two, you're stuck on an island. Where are you going to go? Where are
Yeah,
you gonna go? There's only
right,
two things that are gonna happen. Either you're gonna, I always like to say this, you're either gonna embrace it or disgrace it. I'm gonna tell you which is the easier one. It's the first one. You
exactly.
embrace it, like it'll be so much tolerable for you, right?
Hmm.
I'm gonna throw this song out. It's an old school song, and I know you will recognize it because you've been here all your life.
Hmm.
Um, Mr. Sancho Lee,
It's a perfect. It's a perfect
right?
way to describe it.
Remember
Right,
that the last few words of the song. Do you remember what it says? Right. So there's this local song here in Hawaii. It's called Mr. Sancho Lee, and the artist is describing all these different race and what comes behind. Right. They talk about the Filipinos, right, and their yard. They talk about the Asians and about like they have, like, they grow like just fruits, and they're not, and that he's asking, and just different things about these races, the different backgrounds and how they're connected. Like when you hear about certain things, like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But at the end of the song is kind of what puts everything together, because he's actually poking jabs at every race. But
right.
my favorite part at the end of the song, right, you remember, is one
Well,
thing
one
I
human
would
race.
yeah, one thing I would notice about this place, and he's talking about Hawaii, all us guys, we tease the other race.
Right,
And the most profound statement in that song is, it's amazing that we can all live in the same place. Yeah.
exactly.
That's what we're talking about. Right.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Love it, bro. Love it. So you being on Twitch for over a year,
Hmm.
you have somebody, hypothetical question. Someone shoots you a whisper and say, hey, Kev, I know you mod for so and so, all these people. Um, I've I'm contemplating asking certain DJs, say, hey, I would love to be a moderator for your channel. What would be your advice to that person as a new mod and as a new perspective mod?
They want to be a mod for that DJ. I'm sorry. Was that the question?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, what would your advice be for a brand new moderator?
Hmm. That's tough. I mean, just like you said, you're an extension of that DJ. So, how you act is gonna reflect upon the DJ. So, you wanna be welcoming, you wanna say hi to as much people as you can. You want everybody that comes in the room to feel comfortable. And there will be times where, you'll get people in there that are just trolls, and when they start doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, you whisper them and you give them a chance, you warn them,
Sure.
hey, don't do this, don't do that, and they do it again, and it's like time out,
Yeah.
and keep it up, and it's like, you gotta go, and it's not easy, you don't want to do it, and you try to be, you know you try not to be the bad person,
Sure.
but sometimes you just have to.
Well, and that's your job, though,
Right,
right? You're the
right,
gatekeeper for that channel,
right. The DJ
right?
trusts you enough to do that.
Absolutely.
You're gonna
Absolutely.
do it.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Right.
that would also be my advice to any DJ that's starting to stream, is that when you get mods, make sure you trust them. Give them that opportunity, that to trust them, and let them know that they'll be the gatekeeper for your channel. You'll give them
Exactly.
instructions, but you don't need to micromanage them. Let them do their job. Your job is
Right.
just to be in front of that camera, right? And then accept, and then right, and make sure that everyone is taken care of, and that your mods again will be the extension of that part of taking care of everyone. Yeah,
Right. Right. Oh yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, you
Yeah,
want people that of course, you can trust. You don't want somebody that you're not too sure about that's,
yeah,
maybe just acting like a jerk to everybody and, trying to be a bully to people. Or, because the viewers come in to have fun. They don't. I truly believe they don't come in to make trouble. I mean, of course, there's trolls out there that do that, but they may do stuff that maybe they don't know the rules because they're new to Twitch, where they may say, "Hey, check out this other DJ."
Yeah.
Not everybody understands that you can't be doing that kind of stuff in the chat where you're shouting out other DJs on somebody's stream. But like I said, you try to warn them, but
right, it's Twitch courtesy, right? I mean, it's that courtesy. You don't go in and then
right.
do that, and it has happened. I've seen that before, right? But it's again, that's your job, is to make sure, right? And so I highlighted this from Got Sus. Does it feel like being a mod as if you're a mom, like timing people out, telling them, be nice, or just kind of just warning them?
It doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
So being a mom, I mean, you watch the chat because you don't want things to get out of hand.
Yeah.
But you kind of, it depends on the DJ where who you're DJing for, because you got to know your DJ too, right? What he wants to have happen, what he or she doesn't want to have happen. With DJ Pre, I won't let a lot of stuff slide if it starts to get crazy.
Yeah.
But with like DJ Shibuya, I mean,
you let it go because
things will get
that
crazy.
kind of channel,
right? Exactly.
And Shibuya will just call them right back out.
Right. And if there is a problem, Shibuya will just say straight up, "Hey, this guy gotta go. All right,
get him out.
You're gone."
Yeah. In Shibuya's own eclectic, colorful way, like, hey, get in the F out. And it's okay. Why? Because it's his channel.
Right.
He has every right to do that.
And DJ Shibuya has told me straight, Kev, I give you full reign. You think somebody's gotta go, ban them. And I feel bad because I don't know if sometimes people come in and they'll just say, "Hey, Shibuya, you jerk off," and I'm like, "Well, what?"
Yeah.
But I don't know if he knows him.
Yeah, right.
So I kind of sit there and wait, and then I wait for Shibuya's reaction to it, whether he laughs or he's like, "What?" So then I know.
Yes.
But he's told me, "Hey, you got full reign. Ban somebody if you feel the need to, and if somebody I actually knew or something, we can always unban them later."
Of course.
So
of course. Yeah.
So like I said, it really depends on who you're DJing for. That you gotta how you moderate.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, bro. One last question before I let you go, and I appreciate your time. Favorite quote, words to live by, mantra. What is it for you, brother?
Wow. I'm gonna say I don't really live by any quotes or mantras, but I'm gonna just say appreciate all the little things that you have in life. Don't take anything for granted. I know a lot of people look at the big things they want. They want this, they want that. But appreciate the little things. Just appreciate everything you have every day. Short story. Back in 2016, I got diagnosed with cancer, and it wasn't a bad one, but no cancer is a good one.
Right.
And it really changed my outlook in life after that, because up until that point I was like, you feel invincible, right? You don't think you're gonna die yet. You don't think bad things are gonna happen to you. But after that, I think I look at things differently. I appreciate things more. Just simple things like just going fishing, or spending time at the beach, or going golfing, or
yes,
because hey, you never know. And that's one thing I want to say to everybody: to listen to your body. Listen to your body. If something's not right, go and check. Don't be afraid.
Amen. Amen. Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah. and so I went on this modified keto diet back in
Mm-hmm.
September. And it was back then. All these things started to happen to me. Like I remember having my first ever gout attack, and I didn't know where the gout came from, like what triggered it. I don't know what foods that I ate, what triggered it, and then all these series of funky events start to happen to my body. Right, I'll
Mm-hmm.
be 50 in a couple months. I'll be 50 in July.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to see my doctor, she was like, "Look, you're headed down that Polynesian curse where it starts off with gout, then it's diabetes, and then it's all these different things. Before you know it, we're cutting a toe off, then a foot, and then a leg. All these different things. So it's up to you how you wanna where you
Mm-hmm.
wanna go with this, right? And so similar like you, I shifted my mindset, and I said, look, I want my life plan is to live. I have a 125-year life plan.
That's pretty good.
That's how long I plan to live, for 125 years.
I don't know if I want to live that long, but
I do.
I hope you do.
I I do. But it was funny because then I started to go on this modified keto diet. My
Mm-hmm.
wife was on some kind of a plan, and so I took her plan and I modified it to my own specific, meals and everything. And since then, I've released 40 pounds.
Wow, that's awesome.
I've gained back 10, but it's still yet way lighter than how I was back in
Exactly.
September. It's
Right.
still good, you know what I mean? But since then, no gout, no nothing. I feel so much better. I actually run for fun. I can't For the first time in my life, I'll freaking run for fun. And
I
I
will
it's
never run for
I,
fun.
that I said that too. But when I run, it actually just clears my mind. I get a chance, like, of course, I'm on Twitch and I'm listening to whomever's on there, and I'm just
Right.
running, and I start to think about everything. And before I know it, because I run over at Ala Beach Park, right,
Right.
and I'll go the entire park, and before I know it, like, I'm done. Where it would take me an hour and a half, it now takes me like 40 minutes to run around the park,
But that's awesome.
and then jump in the water after that to get my sea therapy. Like, I love it. But it's
Right.
things like that, right? I mean, but it took something like that to change. But it's all these small little details for
Right.
me that made it to where it is today. And I mean, and that's one of the things. I mean, not only like the running, but on Twitch, you see me. I like to dance. That's just my thing. I've always been a dancer, right?
Right.
And so that actually helped with my weight release, because I do something that I love, which is DJing, playing music, but I get to dance too. May not be the
Right.
best dancer, but I'm having a great time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think
So
when you get older too, you start
yes.
paying more attention to your
Oh,
body.
absolutely.
Because everything hurts more.
Yeah. Or you could be like Dunobu and run after food trucks. That's an incentive too as well.
I just don't want to
that
run.
one. I actually like that one better. But like, yeah.
I don't want to run. I hate running.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, bro. So before I let you go, let me
Yes.
give you this opportunity. I'm gonna turn it over to you. Go ahead
Mhm.
and shout out and address the chat, bro.
Oh my
We'll do some
God.
shout outs, man. I give you an
There
opportunity to
is
see
so much
what your
people I've
DJs go
seen on
through.
here.
So I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna have you shout everybody out. Go ahead, brother Kev.
There's been so much people, and thank you all for being here. I saw Shibuya. I saw Beck, who's from Australia. We call her a futuristic friend. Um, Carol Jean, Maya, Paul Mendoza, Shea Boogie, Dunabu, Princess Leohonu, Rayam Yoshi, one of my angels. Um, who else? M Swift, Ilium, Maya, P Love Express. It's so much people. Nancy Nakamura, love you too, P Love. Um, Michelle 13805. Everybody is amazing. Thank you all for being here. Misty Mountain, Ricky Omoto, everybody, and everybody has just been awesome. Every time I show up in a room, everybody's always welcoming. Whether it's here, old school. I know Old School Playhouse. He wants me to do a doggy dance, and I'm not gonna do it. He kept bugging me today on his stream to do a dog. In fact, you know what? Hold on, real fast. Hold on.
Okay. All right. Something's happening here, Chad Ohana. I don't know what we have in store, but brother Kev is getting something. So again, shout out to all of you. There's the doggy dance right there, and there you have it, right there. There's your doggy dance, old school playhouse, DJ Timster, right there, bro, right there. Nice, love it. Love it. Hey, he asked for it, right?
Okay,
Right
that
on,
freak. I
right,
bet I
Kev?
have been here for that.
He asked for it, right, Kevin? And you just
Yeah,
delivered right there, bro.
yeah.
There you
He
go.
wanted me to use a stuffed dog. Well, I got you a real dog. So he better not bother me for anything else
There
from
you
here
go.
on out.
There you go.
But
Redemption
no,
completed.
hey, yeah, exactly, exactly. Um, yeah, there's so much people out there. Carol Jean, I know Carol Jean's like a day one from with me. M. Westling, uh, geez, so much people. Thank you all. You guys are all awesome. Every time I go into a room, you guys are all welcoming. Um, the 808 is just one big family. And
Yes, sir.
I gotta give a shout out to Shibuya, M Swift, Juice J Play, Sergeant Squirt, who's also in here. I saw.
Yes, Sergeant
You
Squirt's
know,
here.
Shibuya and his fiance Level Up came here in March,
Oh,
and
nice.
when we met up with them, it was like it's amazing what Twitch does. It wasn't like meeting somebody for the first time. It was like meeting up with somebody you haven't seen in a long
In a long time. Absolutely.
time, right? And
Absolutely.
I mean, it was crazy. And then just last week, M Swift, LA, Juice, Sergeant Squirt, they were all here, and we were
Y-
partying with them, and that was
Nice.
crazy.
Nice.
And the
Oh,
same
awesome,
thing,
man.
same thing. It wasn't like meeting for the first time. It was like meeting after a long time.
Nice.
But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it was so much fun. And M Swift, I mean, these guys they streamed from here. We were all at Ray and Yoshi's house. Uh, you
Nice.
know, Yoshi Mama's family was there. The motherfuckers,
Yes.
and,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, it was crazy. But it was a lot of fun. Sesu, Aster Zamora was there.
Nice.
Uh, yeah, it is just one big. That LA family is awesome.
Nice. Awesome, man. Well,
Yeah.
brother Kev, man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for
Hey,
your time.
thank you, Don.
What an honor. What a blessing. Thank you for your manao, your thoughts, and your words of wisdom of being to pay attention to the details, to the little things. It's the
Exactly.
little things that matter. And so, I mean, shout out to you, and the rest of the DJs that you mod for, and then the rest of you that are here to support brother Kev. So thank you guys so much, and thank you, brother Kev. I will see you out there on the Twitch streets, and as with every guest that comes on, you know me. There's anything you need, feel free to reach out, but we got you. And if if it's within my power and means with my contacts, we can make it happen, bro. So
Thank you, Don.
love you, my brother. Anything
Appreciate it.
you need,
Love you too,
just
man.
you let me know, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, brother
All
Kev.
right.
I'll see
Have
you.
a good one.
Aloha.
Aloha, everybody.
Dudes. So Kev Hawaii, Chat Ohana, Mahalo Nui. You guys just activated a hype train. So thank you for the gifted sub, Michael Westling. I appreciate you. We're gonna move on because I want to bring this brother on. And I'll have him. Well, we'll just go. How's that? We'll just continue and we'll just move on. So I know you have his emotes. So go ahead and start dropping your high certified emotes. And Chat Ohana, local brother, currently lives out in the 206, out in Seattle. So please help me welcome the one and only high certified. What up, brother?
Can you
Oh,
guys,
my man.
Good, bro. How
We
you
can
guys
hear
doing? Can
you.
you hear me? You
We
hear me
can
okay?
hear. Question. Do you have a light? You coming in a little bit. I get you a little bit dark. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Hold on. Yeah, never mind. It is me. Okay, my bad. My screen's the resolution was at like 40%. I was wondering, I was like, how come Kev's so dark now? I'm gonna just leave it. I thought it was just me. But it is me. It was me. Yeah, never mind. What's up, my brother? How you, bro?
I'm good, bro. How are you? How's everybody?
Good, bro. They dropping your emotes out there, bro. Go ahead, say how's it to everybody. I'm gonna hand it to you real fast.
Hey, how's everybody? Thank you so much for coming through. And oh my goodness, I'm nervous.
No need, my brother. No need.
I know. But oh my, how am I supposed to follow up with Kev, man?
Kev knocked it out of the park, bro.
That's the brother right
Kev,
there.
bro. I was very impressed. I'm very, very impressed, bro.
Yes. But shout out to everybody out there. Thank you so much for throwing those emotes out there. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, bro. So share with us. Yeah, I'm gonna start again. Just the normal questions, right? Where you grew up, born and raised. How did the move happen? Like to where you are today. Share with us, my brother.
Okay. Well, originally from Kaneohe, Hawaii, or Oahu. I've been there from 1978 until, geez, the year 2000. Had a best friend that actually moved here in 1999, and we talked pretty much every day.
Nice.
And it was almost a year to the day that guy moved. That he said, "You should just come, just try." I said, "Okay. I'll give it a shot." So I told my mom, "Hey mom, what would you think if I told you I want to move to Washington?" Without hesitation, she looked right at me and she said, "I'll help you pack your bags."
Nice. Get out of my house, boy.
No,
nah. No, I get it, bro. I get it.
Nah, she was proud that I wanted to go somewhere, She said, "Go. You can always come back. Hawaii always gonna be here.
Home will always be there. Go out and just go and venture, see what the world has to offer and what you have to offer the world."
Yeah. But no, and it was supposed to be a 2-year plan, and well, you see how that went. I'm still here.
Well, look at the guys on Gilligan's Island. You saw how that happened.
Exactly. But I miss home. I really do. But it feels like it was the best decision I've ever made.
Yeah.
I mean, I've met great people here. I was afraid. I was. I didn't know how people are going to react to me. Because like Kev said, and you said, it was like we don't know racism.
Yeah.
And I guess when I moved here, I'm a social butterfly. I am. I'm not afraid to say hello. I'm not afraid to, talk story or whatever.
Right.
And a lot of people are not privy to that here.
Yes.
They look at me like, oh, well, you talking to me? Yeah. How you doing? And, they don't know how to act. But and then I've met nothing but great people here. I just lived the aloha spirit like I always do, and it reciprocated. People that know me, we're great friends still to this day, 20 years later. Surprisingly.
You know what? Let me. I call on my for interrupting you really, really quick. Let me just acknowledge one of your power mods, Misty Mountain. Sis, Elakwa, thank you for the 5-foot sub, sis. Thank you not necessary, sis, but I appreciate you so much. And then of course the rest of the chat, Ohana, for all the bits of aloha. DJ Shibuya with the 100 diamonds, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to our brother Zaldi. Zaldi was on Wisdom Wednesday. Shout out and mahalo for the resub. I appreciate you so much. And the challenge having on Wisdom Wednesday, and we run a hype train. I want to acknowledge you guys, but I also want to be respectful to the people I'm interviewing. And so when you see me highlight your names in the banner, it's me just shouting you out in my own way. So just know that I'm not ignoring you. Just know that it is very appreciative, and I will always acknowledge you. But at the same time, I want to pay respect and my aloha to the person I'm interviewing. But just know that I appreciate you to no end. Tazi did with the 200 diamonds. Thank you so much. We're on a level 4, and we're only talking story. How amazing is that? That's unreal, bro. That's unreal.
Awesome.
Sorry, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, I already forgot where I was at.
No.
I was just watching the chat. Like,
I know, crazy, bro.
choke love.
Always, bro. Always. So do you so you got here, right? You're in Washington and stuff, and like so like your DJ journey, like how long have you been DJing?
Ooh, I've been truthfully,
Yeah.
I've been DJing
Sure.
since October. That's Misty Mountain's fault. She got me to to just do it. I love her for it.
It seems like Misty Mountain, sis, with the 1,000 hearts,
Oh,
sis. So speaking of Misty Mountain, Dunabu, they're all coming to Hawaii in June. So I
yes.
mean, yeah, and I know the 808 Ohana is planning something to get together, and I think you guys are also doing like a raid train for them coming around. Yeah, and
Yes,
so
sir.
yeah, make sure you check that out. I want to say it's June 5th, I believe.
June 5th, yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. So just know that this Soleil will be there to support you guys. So go get them, bro. I know you're on that lineup too, my brother. I know you're on
Yes,
that
sir.
lineup too. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
yes. So Misty Mountain's fault because you're on. Okay.
No.
What else can we blame our sister? What else is her fault? The pandemic, Misty Mountain. We cannot travel, Misty Mountain.
Nah, but I'm her biggest fan. I am. It's weird, She's not a streamer or anything, but she's, my biggest supporter.
Yes.
I met her just on a whim, and yeah, we've been fam for a long time.
Well, it's like what Kev said, right? I mean, it's as if like you've known each other forever. You've never physically met. But I think there's always I'm a huge believer in connection. So not just the physical, but more the spiritual connection, right? Yes. When you meet somebody for the first time, and it's as if as like, look, we've just met, but it feels like I've known you forever. I'm a firm believer that our spirits have connected prior to even us coming to this planet. That's what I believe. That's why, which is why, like you can have that instant connection with people, and that's just, I'm a firm believer of that,
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just Misty Mountain. It's a whole bunch of people.
I'm sure.
There's huge support. Yeah, I mean, I've met nothing but great people here. And I meet people all the time on Twitch, of course.
Yes.
And it's just beautiful people.
Yeah.
You always think you can meet some weirdos, and I mean, we do, but
it's very few and far in between, though. I think we've been very, very lucky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, I love Twitch. I am I guess you can say I'm addicted. And I'm always on lurking most of the time, but it's just, man, there's so many talented DJs on here, and like you, man. I mean, hell, I wish I could do the dance moves you can do. That's for sure. That's for sure.
There only needs to be one idiot on Twitch, and that's my job. Yeah.
Oh man. But
I think everybody has their niche, on Twitch, right? And like one of the things that makes me keeps coming back and checking out your channel is the vibe that you put on. I love your reggae sets. Love them, bro. Like it's dope. Right. And for the longest time, I guess I had to shift my mindset. I chose to shift my mindset watching DJs that, like, to be a dope DJ, you have to blend and mix like the best possible way. Right. Whereas on Twitch, you sit there, you're listening, and you could fade out from one song to another, and it's a smooth transition, but more the vibe that you put out, because it also comes down to music selection. What songs are you going to play too as well, right? I love it, man. I love it. That's one of the things that I keep coming back. And like you, bro, I lurk on your channel. I just don't say anything.
Right.
It's whether I'm like doing stuff and doing hubby duties because the wife is asking me to do things,
Yes,
but
sir.
yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you to Misty Mountain? You says you better stop. She just dropped another 5-foot sub. Says, oh my god.
See, no matter where she go.
I know.
Huge supporter.
Troublemaker. Love you so much, sis. Thank you so much.
You're
Too kind. Too kind.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, bro.
Mhm.
Someone who's brand new, let's say like someone in this chat has never been to High Certified's channel. Like, how would you describe like the experience on your channel?
I guess I'd have to say have an open mind, because a lot of times transitions between two different songs is shoes in a dryer.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That's a great. I've never heard that analogy. That's a great. Like, what a great analogy.
yeah,
I'm gonna borrow that
sure, it's all
if you
yours,
don't
bro.
mind. Oh my god.
Yeah, shoes in a dryer.
I love that. Shoes in a dryer.
But I mean, I'm there just to have fun with the people that I adore, that are family to me via Twitch.
Yes.
And they understand. Hell, I mean, this past Sunday was a disaster. I mean, but we just vibed the whole time, and one of my mods, M Swift LA, called me the postcard, the musical postcard, because my camera died. I switched to a picture, and I just kept going.
Nice.
And the chat just started making a fun game, where's Waldo type of thing, from the picture that I had.
I love it. And that's the beauty of the chat room.
Yes,
and you can tell like things like that, right? When you think everything, and there'll be times such as like how you had it this past your last stream, things just didn't work out, right? Camera goes down, and then the chat just kind of picks up, right? They take that part of the burden, and then they make it their own, right? And sometimes like that's probably you're not gonna forget that. Probably one of the more memorable streams right there, aside from it not going well. But then the chat takes over, and then you kind of just forget about it. And then that's the awesome part of having an awesome chat room such as yours.
Right. And then again, Mod Supreme, Miss Devontin. I mean, I was freaking out. I was
sure,
and I was about to I said, let's just raid out.
She said, right?
Yeah, and she was like, "Nah, just keep going, We all famine here." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I said on like, "You guys want me to keep going?" Everybody was like, "Yeah, just keep going."
Nice.
Yeah, and I just kept going. She's over an hour. Just they're looking at just a static, skyline of Seattle.
Nice. Well, I mean, at least you had a picture, right?
Yeah.
And I'll share this experience, and I'm gonna put her, and I'm gonna throw her right underneath the bus. Maya Makalea, her second stream, I think. I'm not sure if her first or second stream. She goes on live, and her camera doesn't work. It's a blank screen. It's pitch black. It's pitch black. And I believe there was like 35 people in that chat room, staring into darkness, and her trying to talk it out and trying to get it through. And it was one of the funniest, most memorable moments on her stream. It's just not working, and they're like, oh my gosh. And like even to this day, it's like, hey, you know what? I know of somebody that streamed in darkness and still had 30 plus people in the chat room.
Yeah.
Like, again, shout out to the chat room. Shout out to the mods, right? For creating something like that.
Yeah. That's love. That's love right there.
Yeah.
That's a support system.
But I could imagine the panic.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I didn't know. I was my head. I was looking at these two things right here, and I looked up, and then I looked at my OBS. And like, oh, there's a black box. Oh. And I was like, well, let's just raid out, see who's on, and it's like, no, just keep going. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, and there was I think it was like 19 people still in there, just vibing.
Just vibing.
Just vibing.
How awesome is that? Just very awesome is that?
Very awesome.
And that's how you know, oh, bro, these guys love me, bro. They're not giving up on me. Right?
That's right.
Right. Here, Misty Mountain. Oh shoot! I think my camera just died.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Swift right there. I think the numbers went up.
Oh my goodness! I mean, shoot. I mean, I think that when I first started that day, Sunday, the sound was all boss up, and Paul Mendoza was in there, Misty Mountain was in there, and they're like, yeah, it sounds horrible. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm unplugging stuff, and I'm like, I have no idea. She's like, just restart everything.
Yeah, just restart. It happens, bro. It's happened to me many times too as well.
Okay,
right.
Okay.
But and it's okay. See, and again, right, and because Kev, we talked about that. That again, shout out to your mods. Being that voice of reasoning, right? It's okay, bro. It's okay. Just vibe with it. Don't rate out, right? I mean, and then you listening to that voice of reasoning, because you could easily choose and say, no, I don't care what you say. Let's get out of here.
Right.
But you didn't, right? You trusted your mods. You trusted the chat room, and again, everybody had a memorable time. So what, right? Such is life. What a perfect analogy of what life is. You used to certain things happen, and then boom. Stuff happens and life happens, and you're like, okay, now what? Right? Now what? It's the now what which is really what matters, right? Like, now what do you do right now, brother? You give up and you raid out, or you just muster it and you run through it, because there are people out there that care about you, that say, it's okay, my brother, let's just keep going. We'll see where this takes us, right? We'll see where this takes us. Right?
Yes, sir. And I mean, not that with the camera off, I was focusing, and it feels like my mixes got better. I mean, the chat can prove me wrong, but to me, I was like, oh, it sounds amazing in the headphones. I'm just doing my thing, and they can't see me. I'm sweating, and
Nice. Yeah, awesome. And again, such is life, bro.
Yes,
but you were able to just muster and work through it, bro. I remember the very early stages of Wisdom Wednesday. It was just really, I was streaming, and then I decided to sit down and just talk story with the chat room. I was just sitting down, like I was actually DJing, and then I sat down and I said, hey, you know what? I want to start this talk show, and it's called Wisdom Wednesday. And as I'm talking story, I get rated by DJ Verse, and it brings in like 126 people. And I panic, and I'm like, holy crap. And I felt a sense of like, I gotta give them something. I can't just sit here and talk. So I stand up and I turn my stuff on and I start DJing. And then now my turntables are opposite. Like my crossfader, when I fade left, it's the right side playing, and vice. And I couldn't figure it out.
Gotcha.
And for like a good 20 minutes, I was telling Verse, I don't know what's happening. And like, I was in panic. And I remember Maya Makalea, Princess Leonu, like, I was like, it's okay. Just relax. Just try things. I actually had to stop it, restart my Serato, and then get back. And it was still doing the same thing. Only later to find out it was a user error. It was user error. No, it wasn't on Hamster. I actually pressed the wrong. So I have Rain 12 MK2s. And so on the deck options, there's 4 different deck options. So on my right side is usually deck 2, and my left side is deck 1. I had it opposite. I had my right side as deck 1, and my left side is deck 2. Because in my excitement, I saw it, and I wasn't able to figure it out until later. Like, talk about panic. Like, just panicking big time. So yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. But again, I'll never forget that moment. Right. And I remember sending DJ Verse, bro, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know if I'll ever get an opportunity rating me again. And it was his birthday stream. So he came in hard. Like,
oh my
gosh. But it was cool, because those that stayed, I mean, just enjoyed it, and like with anything, right? People come in, they raid, you have the loyals that will come in, do stuff for a little while, and then they'll bounce. Yeah. Because, sometimes they're on their favorite streamer's channel for like hours, and then they got to go. Understandable, right. Like with anything, right? It's understandable, but yeah. but I get it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that's the part, right? You have those, they stick around, they go and they support you. So I get you, bro. I understand. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. So when did you start streaming on Twitch?
Actually, truthfully, I started streaming 4 years ago. That was a game. I
You're
mean,
gaming. You were gaming.
I
I
was
would assume.
gaming.
Got it.
Yeah, I was gaming, and I think Cloud Cartoons. She was my first.
Okay. Yeah.
First person that actually watched. But for real, it was October, in fact, of last year. Yeah.
Oh, so just like soon, like right after me, not very far, right after me, that you jumped.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I actually started, so I August, but I started streaming because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I started in September, but then I didn't really take it seriously until November. So yeah, so we started roughly about the same time. Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. The only difference is you had your crap together way better than mine. I can tell you that right now. That's Kev. Kev Hawaii knows. Kev went and saw the recommendation and clicked on it because he recognized my name, jumped on my channel, and he was very nice about saying that today. And he was really, this is what Kev was thinking in his head. Oh, poor thing, this guy. Yeah, I'll never come back.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Cloud Cartoons and a couple other people say DJ Butterbird. So that was supposed to be my actual DJ name.
No way.
And yeah. So my daughter gave me that name. My daughter Cassie. And how that came up, I have no clue. Because I mean, I've had these turntables for maybe going on 3 years now. And then when they would come over, I play them music and all that. And I told them I needed a DJ name. And she came up with DJ Butterbird. And I was like, why not? It's different.
I like DJ Butterbird is a really nice way of saying turkey.
Pretty much. Exactly.
What up, gobble gobble?
But yeah. I mean, I love her for it, and goodness.
No, I love it. Yeah. So I guess DJ Butterbird went out. That bird was axed. You guys would cook them, and so we decided how did
and when I actually decided to stream, I was like, well, everybody knows me as High Certified or Hicks,
Hicks.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm just gonna roll with that because I don't want to start a whole new channel and then everybody's like, no, that's not, it's me, High Certified, and I was like, I'm just gonna go with it, and it's only 3 letters, right? And it's not like just long.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what that's all about.
I tell you, the peanut gallery is just ragging on. I love it. It's the banter for me. I'm telling you right now, it's the banter for me.
But yeah, and yeah, the whole Hicks thing, how that came about was my original handle on here was HI with the lowercase x. Certified, for street cred.
Yes.
Back in the day.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think I went into DJ Melody. I went into his channel once, and and I said hello and all that, and he was like, Hicks Certified. I was like, oh, that doesn't that ain't it. That ain't it.
Yeah. Like, no, that doesn't ring. Oh.
Right. And all the other DJs that I watch that they know me as Hawaii Certified or
Sure. Yeah.
And so and I didn't know you could change your name or just redo it. And I finally figured that out, and I did the underscore, and I feel better about it now.
Yeah. No, I love it. And of course, your go-to genre would be what? So I know. I just want you to share with the chat.
Yeah, your island vibes, your reggae, just Hawaii music, New Zealand, anything island vibe reggae. I love that. That's just what I listen to at home, but at work, I listen to a lot of disco.
Really?
Like a lot. Yeah. A lot of late, 70s, 80s disco for some reason. I guess it's probably thanks to my mom. Mom was certified. That's all I heard growing up. Disco and Steely Dan, Doobie Brothers.
Nice.
Stuff like that. And I mean, island vibes. I can do that at work, but it doesn't get you going as much as disco.
Sure. You know what, man? So I think there, after this stream and after this interview, there will probably most likely be a request from your peeps, especially your mods, to come up with a new genre called turkey music.
And knowing if Dunabu's in here, she gonna make me do some weird turkey. Some real turkey dance or something.
It says right there, Taz Devil right there. I just highlighted for you.
Oh my goodness.
That's the beauty about, I love Wisdom Wednesdays and on this talk show, is because you never know what comes up. Mm-hmm. And then, like, depending on what you say and how the interview goes, like, you'll be known for that kind of stuff from your stream from then on. All right. So it looks like now you gotta do like a turkey dance redemption.
Turkey twerk.
Turkey twerk. Twerky. Misty Mountain twerky redemption. It's a turkey twerk. It's a twerky.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I love you guys.
There it is, right there. Right there. And look, you can prep it and get ready for June 5th for your raid train and bust out and premiere Twerky.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, and people that know me guarantee I'm gonna make a custom shirt that says Twerky on it. That's just the way I roll.
Bro, I would buy that.
Gee. I would
totally buy that.
I got you,
shirt,
bro.
I would totally buy that shirt. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Oh man.
Shout out to our sister, 206 DJ Asia. She's actually in Vegas right now.
Yeah. Yeah. How you doing, sis?
Good to see you.
But I got a funny story.
Yeah.
That
let's go.
That would have went perfect with the disastrous. The disastrous stream. So I was at work. The people that don't know, I do communications, computer and telephone cabling, and right now we're building the new hockey stadium for the Seattle Krakens.
Nice.
And I'm a fiber splicer, basically.
Okay.
That's, so I'm in this room and I'm doing my thing. I got my headphones in and, just doing my thing. And I'm listening to Donna Summer's Bad Girl.
Nice.
Right. And I mean, that's pretty much what I do at work. I got all these weird songs and I put them all together to where I can think of transitions between different songs.
Sure.
Just kind of going through in my head, like, because one of my idols is Nick Styles.
Of course.
He just does amazing transitions.
The boy is dope.
He is insane. And so I'm doing my thing. I'm listening to Bad Girls, and the next song I knew was Chic, Freak Out, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, or Le Freak, sorry.
Le Freak.
So I'm doing my thing, and I hear break time. You know, I was like, so I take one side out. Huh. Okay, so I put it back in, and I hear, yo, it's break time. So I take my thing, I take one side out again, and then I hear, yo, DJ, it's break time. So I stand up with this big smile on my face, not because I'm already thinking what, you know, transition Nick styles.
Sure.
So I stand up with this big smile. I turn around, it's like, oh, this guy knows I'm a DJ. I turn around, the guy's not even looking at me. He's looking at this other guy. His name is DJ.
No way.
I mean, I got a smile. I went to shake this guy's hand. I mean, I had my hand like this, and the guy's looking at me, and
he's like, "What are you doing? Like, what you doing?
Exactly.
What is wrong with you?" Yeah.
Oh, that's make A, man. Oh my gosh.
I can tell you, everyone has gone through something like that.
Oh my goodness, man. Yeah. I was feeling myself too when he said, "Yo, DJ, it's break time."
Oh, not me. Oh, all right. Shoot, awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna shake my own hand. I'm gonna shake my own hand. Like, oh, all right, man. I just stretching. Yeah, whatever's about here. Yeah.
But that was a story I was supposed to tell on Sunday, boy, with all the shenanigans. I'm like, oh my goodness. I totally forgot till it was too late.
That's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious.
But,
So,
yeah.
So what is your goals like on Twitch? Like I love it. Like, you stream, you come up for your peeps and stuff. Like, is there a specific goal that you're looking into in terms of like your Twitch growth, or are you happy and content of kind of where you are right now? Like, what is it for you?
Truthfully, right now I'm content with where I'm right now. But I guess my main plan is just to make friends, make contact.
Absolutely.
With other people, and have them come into my stream so I can get them followers.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't put in the time like a lot of these DJs can,
Right.
I mean, Sunday is just kind of my day. And
yeah.
And I guess overall my goal is just to help other people.
Yeah.
Other people
awesome.
get known, and I mean,
I love it. Yeah.
No,
I love that. And the only reason why I asked that question of you is the same reason why how you responded is I want this platform of Wisdom Wednesday to be a space where those that aren't following the DJs I bring on is that in hopes that you get a good amount of followers from this. And anyway, as how within my power and my reach, if I can help you with whatever goals you have, you know me, brah. I will be there. I'll help. I'll support. I'll support. Right. It's always been a cockhole thing for me. Right.
Yes,
sorry, if you could explain what cockhole means in the chat. It's always been a cockhole, right? It's never about one person. It's a we thing. It's always us, right? Because that's how the culture is for us. You know how it is, bro. And so it's never about one person. It's that village mentality where it's the village that raises the child, right? It's the same thing. It's the community of Twitch that helps pushes that. I don't say DJ very often because there's a difference now, because like and a lot of the DJs have learned this, that where like when you come on stream and you start streaming, it's a big difference now because you're no longer a DJ, you're a streamer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And although there's an audience for everyone, one of the things that many of the DJs had to adjust and learn is actually picking up and turning that first of all, hooking up a microphone, turning it on, and start saying stuff. you
Yeah.
know, right?
Yeah,
Whereas
definitely.
for many of like the club DJs and those that like you're right, the traditional DJs is you let your art form and your craft speak for itself.
Yep.
Whereas as a streamer, like this is the reasons why they stay here because the music's a bonus. Oh, I always like to say this: the music is what get your viewers their foot in the door. It's your personality that keeps them there.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've
definitely.
been a strong believer of that, right? And again, like again, your style is your own unique style. But why do these people keep coming back? Right? Is because of you. Like for goodness sake, your camera went down and they stayed, right? Which goes
Yeah.
to show you it's not always about the music. It's that person in front of the camera or sometimes not on the camera is really what makes the world of a difference.
Yeah.
And yeah, and
Yeah.
so like so many people on this channel, they get it, they understand, and of course, there's an audience for everybody. Yeah. I'm really quick. Again, DJ Aquatech, mahalo for the raid. I appreciate you. And speaking of DJs, Alex, you missed it earlier, but I actually shouted you out earlier. One of the reasons why, shout out to DJ Alex 808, brother from Maui. The reason why I am where I am today is because brothers like that, like
See?
DJ Alex 808,
See?
right,
See?
has helped me. Like, hey, Alex, bro, I don't know how to do this. Like, how does this command work? How I do it? And sorry, bro, public school right here. So you got to kind of paint a picture for me, right? Because Alex is a tech guy, right? Like he has to really dumb it down for me. Like we got to go 1 + 1. I'm not gonna go square root of 144, which is 12, by the way. What? I googled it, but you know what I mean. Like you just being able to figure that stuff out, you know, and guys like that, like Alex, like Joe, all these different guys that has helped me to where I am today. Even the mods, right? Like Michael, Dr. Pub, like all these guys. I appreciate them. Mahalo nui for you guys, right? But it's always for me. It's always been a cool thing. So yeah, I'm so glad Alex you came in because I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate you, bro. Right? So yeah.
Yes, sir.
So of course the final question is always this. Your favorite quote, your favorite thought, mantra, saying, what would it be for you? I know you have a whole bunch, but what would it be for you?
So I guess the one that I would have to say is love is not something you find. Love is something that finds you. And it's been something that's near and dear to me for a long time because my last name is Naipo.
Yes.
And
well, we have an interesting story about that, right? Because I remember when I think you whispered me,
I did,
and you reached out, and how the connection was so close because we have Ohana, right? You literally
yes,
have
sir.
cousins that's actually really close to my family.
Yes, sir.
Really. Yeah, and I was like, holy crap, this guy's Ohana. Like, yeah, bro. Why would I not even more assist and help you? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, sir. So the meaning behind my last name is it means the one you choose. So I mean I feel that your last name chooses you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you put it out there, and you know you show your love, and people choose to love you back, or you know, or they don't. And but it's never steered me wrong so far. I have nothing but success.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's my quote, and
Love
something I live by.
I love it.
I do.
So, like, are you like secretly like from the Green Lantern Corps or anything? Because no, yeah. Sorry, you got to be a Green Lanterns fan to actually
I know
the reference.
But
because I see all your different characters in front of your turntables and stuff. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna get this reference.
Oh yes, sir. Yeah. I'm a nerd. But yeah.
So, bro, let me turn it over to you. Go ahead and address the chat. Send your shout outs. Say how's it to a whole bunch of people one last time, and I'm gonna close out the interview with you. So I'm gonna hand it over to you, DJ Technique. What's up, bro? Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Well, ooh, this sucker's flying. Gotta say how's it to brother Kev Hoy. Awesome awesome interview. Misty Mountain, of course. You know I love you, sis. Cloud Cartoons. Hi, baby. 206 DJ Asia. How are you, sis? Hope you enjoying Vegas. Ilium Rising. Maya Moves. My favorite Canadians. Beck. My futuristic bestie. How are you? Who else? Who else? Dunabu, are you here, sis? Troublemaker. DJ LX. How you, bro? Hey, Nancy Nakamura. Aloha, sis. How you doing? Old School Playhouse at Handsome Bugger right there.
One of the most handsomest brothers on Twitch.
That's right. That's right. Princess Leo Honu. How are you, sis? Sergeant Squirt. How you, my man?
You know, I'm interested to hear the story of how Sergeant Squirt got his name, Sergeant Squirt. I'm almost afraid to even ask, but that's for another interview. Yo, Squirt, my mods will hit you up, bro. We got to put you on Wisdom Wednesday. Inquiring squirters want to know.
How's it, Taz Devil? How you, bro? Jenny Leilani. Aloha, sis. What's this? Holy moly, this thing is flying. M. LA, my man. How are you, bro? DJ Shibuya, I see you.
Yes.
Oh, but Maya Makaleo, how are you, sis? Oh my goodness, so much love in here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you, my brother. We appreciate you, my brother.
Oh, thank you, Don, bro. Thank you so much for having me on.
No worries. So you're streaming on Sunday,
yes,
right?
Sir.
What time?
So it 5 p.m. Sundays, Pacific Standard Time. Yeah.
So wait, can you guys, because your time, you know, because of daylight saving times, it changes for you guys, right? Because here at home, there's no change for us, so we gotta adjust to the rest of the world, right? So from what I understand, my feeble mind tells me that when you guys go to 3 hours, it's switched to, and it's called Pacific Daylight Time. But when you go back to 2 hours, then it's Pacific Standard Time.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What the hell? Can you guys just come up with one name to confuse us even more? I'm just kidding. No, I get it. I understand.
Yeah. Kind of pull hole, but
yeah.
But yeah. So every Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yes.
So that's +3. That's +3.
3 hours.
Yeah. +3.
3 for you guys. Yeah.
But yeah, come hang out, talk story, have some laughs, because there's a lot of laughs in there.
I love it.
Yeah, and you can hear some shoes in the dryer between songs.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to that. But I'm gonna come out and just check it out. So we gotta create like a shoe, like a couple shoes, like shoes in a dryer emote.
Yeah,
that'd be so dope.
Oh man, I might need to get that sample, make a sample of that in between songs. But again, thank you so much, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out. And
bro, man, much love, much aloha. Again, Chat Ohana, I know you already are, but if you aren't, go ahead and follow my brother, High Certified, aka Hicks, aka Twerky.
Oh, the musical postcard,
aka Butterbird.
Oh my goodness, I have so many names.
Yes, sir. And like with anything, man, and it's all in the universe and all in God's time. One day we will meet. It'll be a great reunion, and it would be an honor to meet you and just give you a hug, my brother. Same thing with brother Kev out there, like for real, man. And again, like with anything you need, reach out, bro. You get my number. I'm just a text, a phone call, whisper away, bro. I got you, bro.
Bro, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much.
Chat on how to drop. Go ahead and drop High Certified's emotes. And if you don't have him, drop some shotgun, some heart for our brother right here. Appreciate you so much. Again, you can check him out. He DJs. He streams every Sunday. I want to say 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which is 2 p.m. Hawaii time.
Yeah.
So again,
last thing.
Please,
I want to congratulate you on your 2,000
Oh, thank you, bro.
Holy moly, man!
Mahalo nui, bro.
What is that? How does that like? What does that feel like?
Well, let me tell you a secret to my 2,000 followers, bro. So there's this website. Nah.
Oh nah. Okay.
It's called followersareus.com.
Oh,
And for a measly price of your soul, you can get X amount of followers. No. Bro, you know what? Like every single time, man, when I see someone follow, like for me, again, you know how it is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It always comes from a space of gratitude.
Yes,
like
sir.
someone that actually will say, hey, I kind of like this dude's vibe. Follow. Like for me, like I'm amazed that someone will actually follow me. But more amazed at those that come back, right? DJ Twin said it the best. It's really not about your followers, it's about your viewership. Those that
Yes, sir.
come on all the time. Yeah.
Yep.
So again, yeah, mahalo nui for your kind words. But and just like you, brah, if that is the goal, you let me know, and of course we'll send the bat signal out, and right. Oh, again, it's whatever you need. It's a cockle thing, and I appreciate it. I didn't get there by myself. It was a help and a collaboration of a whole bunch of people without you even knowing, including yourself. For real. No, for real. Thank you. So
thank
shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to your mods. I want to acknowledge them. Misty Mountain, Dunabu, M Swift LA, Lunatics, DK Howe, Jenny Leilani, and our brother DJ Shibuya. Thank you so much, bro. I love you, bro. And
love you too, bro.
We'll talk story again.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Shoes, bro.
Okay, bro. Take care. Aloha to you. Aloha nui. So again, our brother High Certified, and again, shout out to our brother Kev Hawaii. Awesome. And so I'm not going to even waste time, but really, really quick, let me shout out Philip and Buito. Let's go. I see you again, our brother DJ LX808, DJ Technique, recently new partner, our brother DJ Stress TV is in the building. What's up, Stress? Thanks for stopping by, my brother. Love you so much, bro. Thank you so much. DJ Lockdown, I see you, sir. Thank you so much. Coach Kanoa, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You picked my reward. I'll learn how to say DJ Don. Follow his last name. I'm going to get to that, bro. I'm going to get to that. But let me bring him in because I want to respect his time. He's super, super busy. And again, one of the legendary brothers right here. Oh, what an honor. When he said yes, I was like, holy crap. He said yes. So... Shout out to the one and only DJ EMAN. Go ahead and drop his emotes. What's up, brother?
What up, Don? How are you?
My gosh, how am I? I don't know what the term is. I'm fanboying right now.
What?
Yeah, for real.
No, man. Honestly, I'm very humbled and happy that you have me on your show today. So thank you. I'm here for you. Wisdom Wednesdays. Let's go.
Jeez, bro, man. Thank you so much, brother, man.
So
shout out to DJ
everyone in the chat.
Yeah, man. You want to address some people in the chat? Let me hand it over to you just for a little bit, bro.
See, Princess Leia Honu, thank you so much. Philip and Buito, what up? Maya Makalea, Nancy Nakamura, Lila's up in here. Philip and Buito, M Westling, what up? I saw DJ Stress up in here, the B-side. Shout out to my mod mob in the house, Mrs. Mommy09, of course, Joy564, my wife, who's literally sitting next to me here in the house.
Oh, hi, Joy.
DJ Flips, what up? Flips, represent that DC. He's what? From you, he's what, 6 hours ahead?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just shout out to everyone who's up. Also, there was a DJ Technique up in here.
Yes.
Ricky Wamoto, what up, Ricky? Aloha.
DJ Flips is here.
Yep, Flips.
Nice.
Represent that DC.
Yes,
Cammy
sir.
Cam's up in here.
Yep.
What's up, everyone?
Man.
Happy to be here.
Hey, thanks for jumping on, man. I appreciate you so much, bro. And so for those that aren't familiar of who DJ EMAN, go ahead and share us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Oh, okay, definitely. Shout out Neil Heff, I see up in here. Mr. Night Shift OC as well, representing the Mod Mob.
Nice.
My name is DJ EMAN for everyone out there. I represent Los Angeles, California. I'm best known for being on the radio here in LA.
He's best known for everything.
Well, one of the things is being on the radio. I'm on a radio station called Power 106. I've done the morning show. I'm about to date myself, Don, here. Since 1995.
Nice.
I've worked with 4 morning shows. If you're familiar with a lot of these DJs on Power 106, I worked with a DJ duo named the Baker Boys doing mornings. Then I was working with Big Boy. Nice. And then I worked with Jay Cruz and then a little bit of Nick Cannon. I'm also on a radio station called 935 K-Day, which is our classic hip-hop radio station. So DJing on the radio, not as much anymore because I've always kind of been behind the scenes as well, Don. I've been the music director at Power 106 for over 20 years.
Nice.
And just now for about 2.5 years now, I oversee the programming for Power 106 for 935 K-Day, and recently helped launch a reggaeton station in Los Angeles called Cali 939. So
nice.
I've been kind of busy behind the scenes, kind of running the radio stations and the programming. So besides that, of course, still DJing. Before the pandemic, was still rocking clubs. I love DJing internationally. Was doing a lot of the international stuff, doing some stuff in Vegas. Of course, that slowed down because of the pandemic.
Sure.
And then I was slow on Twitch, Don. I'll be up front with you. I was so busy with everything at the radio station because with the pandemic, so much has changed. A lot of people obviously had to stay home, and was kind of just on lockdown at the house, really. And a lot changed, and unfortunately, we've had to furlough and lay off a lot of employees, and I had to pick up a lot of responsibilities as well. But but for about maybe probably about 8 months, I was so busy with the radio stations, and I was seeing a lot of my fellow DJs and peers jumping on Twitch, and I was just I jumped on just to watch. I just never got a chance to find the time to jump on Twitch. And one day, just talking with my wife, Joy, I was just so stressed and crazed with work, and I miss DJing a lot. So aside from DJing on the radio, and I just said, forget it. I need to jump on Twitch. And then New Year's Eve, 2021 was my first ever Twitch stream. So here I am now.
New Year's Eve, you decide to do the debut. But when you're a DJ EMAN, you can, you can.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but honestly, like what I really love about, again, just even that first experience on Twitch, I really loved just engaging and talking with the chat and entertaining people, because Don, that's what I've done for years. One of the real reasons I got into DJing was to make people happy through music. I love music. I'm a fan of music. I got into the hobby of DJing, which the hobby became a business where I started my own mobile DJ business.
Nice.
And then it became a career when I got into radio.
Nice.
But one of the main reasons and real reasons I got into DJing was to really just make people happy through music.
Yeah. And I mentioned this earlier prior to you coming on. I know one of the adjustments that a lot of DJs that weren't comfortable speaking on the mic was, was just the mic etiquette. See, right? And then just learning and just knowing how to talk on the mic, where it came very natural for you. It was easy for you because you've been doing it all these years. Yeah. The only difference is,
and what I really love about Twitch is that seeing a lot of DJs, a lot of DJs that I know just speak with their hands, meaning they're dope, they have incredible skills, but they're not mic proficient, meaning like they're not on the mic a lot. They're just about their talents with their hands. And what I love about Twitch is that it brought the personalities out of so many DJs.
Yes, sir.
And you really got a chance to now relate to them and really see who they are. And one of my models to my team and to my personalities on the radio, my DJs on the radio, is that I don't look for DJs. I look for personalities. Because at the end of the day, we want to relate to the people that it's relating to us. Because at the end of the day, we're also just like everyone else. We're regular people enjoying the same things. And that's what it's about, just relating to them and being who you are.
Yeah. Yeah. And because I mentioned that when High Certified was on, one of the things that I've learned is that, when you jump on a platform such as Twitch, right? And should you decide to get on that mic, because like you said, it's your personality that brings them back, right? You no longer, you're not a DJ anymore. You're a streamer, right?
Correct.
You become like an entertainer, right?
Yep.
And that depends on if you want your community to grow or if you're just happy of where you are, right? And I think for a lot of people is they start off saying, I'm good, we just want a few people, and then they kind of peruse the Twitch streets and they go and they visit all these different channels like, I want to do something just like that, I want to be like that. Well, then there's a certain mindset that you got to shift, that you choose to shift in order to get there, right? You're not going to just expect to sit there and do your thing without visiting anybody in hopes that people will see you. How are they going to see you if you're not out there seeing everyone else?
No, you're right.
Right?
You're right.
It's a very, very, very different. Yeah.
You know what's interesting too, Don, is
Yes.
again there's so many DJs that I might have heard of or I've never met, but just watching them and engaging with them on Twitch, I feel like I've known them for a long time. Like even with you, Don, just
Yes, sir.
You know, following you and finally, you know, seeing who you are, you know, just even watching your streams every week and enjoying your what you do. I feel like I've known you now for months or even years.
Yeah, likewise.
And even, you know what's crazy, and I even made a comment. I made a comment to Don when I was talking to him yesterday or a couple of days ago.
Yes.
I said, Don, I've been to Hawaii so much that I'm surprised I haven't even met you.
Yeah, that we've never met.
Yeah. But I feel like I've known you for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you remember what I told you, man. When you do come back, we're gonna side street in first. That's the first place I'm gonna take you. Right? It's like just like Icy Ice, man. Don't be shocked. I show up in like my police car and you get an escort and we're headed to side street in. We need to get there ASAP. We'll order the pork chops and the poke and the house fried rice.
See, I've never been to the one on I haven't been to the one on Kapahulu yet.
Right.
I've always gone to the OG one over there.
Yeah, the old one. Right. Yeah. Yep. On Hopaka Street. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. But
okay.
Yeah, we got to do it, man. We got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to do it. So, you being on Twitch, how is that for you? Like, because it gives you that freedom where you can kind of just do whatever you want, right? Yeah. Where I would assume it's a little bit different because, you know, where you're on the radio side, whereas Twitch, it's your own channel. You kind of do your thing. What's the difference? If you notice the difference between the two?
Well, in radio, there's an expectation when listeners come to the radio station, they already know what to expect. So if they come to Power 106, they're going to get a lot of the current hip hop and maybe some of the hip hop from the last few years or so. Everything that's kind of current and what's hot. So I call Power like the top 40 of hip hop. Or if you go to 935 KD, which is our classic hip hop station, you already know you're going to get classic hip hop music. And then, of course, our reggaeton station, Cali 939, you're going to get reggaeton. What's unique about, and which I really love about Twitch, is that when you come to see DJ EMAN or Icy Ice or DJ Stress or DJ Don Famoina, you're going to get us. You're going to get us.
Yes, sir.
You're going to get not just our personalities, but you're going to get us and the music that we decide to play or want to play. So it could be 80s, it could be 90s, it could be hip hop, it could be pop, it could be rock, it could be all these vibes. But what you get is us. And I think that's what the most unique thing is. And again, just reading the crowd, reading who's in the chat, and just kind of knowing what they like and what they're into and what they're feeling. It's like you kind of go off of that vibe as well. Yeah. So, but at the end of the day, what I feel is very different about Twitch is just on a music front, we have so much more flexibility. And what's interesting about radio is that, yes, you're DJing to the masses, but you have to play music that will keep the masses there. Whereas with Twitch, I mean, yeah, we have our people that are in the chat or people that are watching or lurking or whatever you want to call it. We're still entertaining just, you know, everyone there. And just we don't feel, and I hate to say this, but we feel like we're not restricted. You know what I'm saying? In radio, we have to be restricted because, again, we're entertaining an audience. But we have to, we have to, on Twitch, where we have so much more flexibility. Yeah. And that's the big difference.
No, I love it. I love it. I remember when you first jumped onto my channel. And so my mods, I think it was I can't remember who it was. I think it was Dr. Puff. He was like, yo, EMAN is here. I was like, and I'm I'm doing my thing and I'm texting and I was like, wait, like EMAN? Like the DJ EMAN? Like, yeah, man. And then he was like, don't F this up. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. And, and then you just started talking about home and how you would always come back, and then you talked about all these different places where you would go to eat. And it's places that, like, it's the local people knows, not the touristy stuff, right? Because I know, remember you were saying, like, yeah, we'll go to Giovanni Shrimp and all these different, and then you start to name different places like Side Street and all these are like, oh, wait a second, this guy knows this place, and then, but I knew who you were, all this stuff. I was just blown away that you're on my channel. Like, what an honor. Like, it was crazy. Like, you. For real. Like,
no, thank you. But Hawaii is like almost like a second home to, my wife and our kids. Like, we go there, except for last year, we go there once a year. And again, we love Hawaii from day one when we started going. And I mean, I proposed to my wife on Maui our three kids all have Hawaiian names.
Are you
know
serious?
what I'm saying? Hawaiian influenced names.
But if you don't mind, bro, are you mind sharing their names with us?
Our oldest is Malia.
Nice.
19 years old.
Malia's
our
19.
daughter. And it's Malia with a Y. We gave a little Y flavor to it. Yes. And then our son, Kalani, 17 years old. And then our youngest daughter, Alana, who's 13.
Awesome. Beautiful, man. I love that. Super awesome.
But food spots. I mean, there's so many great food spots there. Again, we love going to Aiea Bowl. That's one place.
Oh,
we love the chicken. I love the oxtail soup there.
Yes, gotta have the oxtail soup.
The lemon crunch cake?
Yeah, the lemon. So I prefer the pumpkin crunch. My wife prefers the lemon crunch.
I've heard that from someone else too.
Yeah, so I always will get the pumpkin crunch. My wife will get the lemon crunch. Yeah,
there it is.
Yes,
there it is.
That's the both worlds.
I know we talked about
carrot cake's actually not too bad too.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Oh, I gotta try that. I love. What else do we like? When I love Kailua. My favorite beach is Lani Kai. Yes, so I love going out there. And when we're out there, it was Boots and Chemo we would go to, Cinnamon's, some of the other spots. I know they have some of it now in
so Boots and Chemo is currently being renovated, and
really?
They're renovating, and I think they might be opening a second spot. I'm not sure, but I know they're renovating it.
Okay.
But I would go to Boots and Chemo just for the pancakes, but I prefer Cinnamon's for the food.
Yep.
That's
Yep. There's a lot of great spots. I mean, of course, there's Rainbow. I love their plates. Leonard's. Was it Wyola Shave Ice? We go and all in that same area near Kapahulu on Kapahulu.
Yes, sir.
And then there's a lot of great spots on Kuhio that we would go to. I know there's that udon spot there. But there's a lot of great spots. Just a lot of great spots. Yoga Story was one that we found over there.
Yeah. Yep.
That's over there close. And actually, one of my favorite places to eat. I know this is crazy for everyone in Hawaii. I love the Ala Moana Mall because not just the food courts, but the Japanese thing that they opened up downstairs, and the small food court that they had. I think it was up on the second floor. Or
yes,
Oh my God! There's just so much great food. To me, there's a lot of great food over there at Ala Moana.
So I was just there. My sister's visiting from Santa Cruz, so she's here, and it was the first time that myself, my younger brother who lives here, and my sister, we haven't hung out. I want to say in 20 years. So we got a chance to kind of hang out last night, and then today we went over, but we went over to Ala Moana Shopping Center, and we went to a ramen place. It's called
Is it downstairs?
It's downstairs. Yeah.
Yes.
It's
I think
downstairs.
I know which one you're talking about.
So we gotta hit that place too as well. It's called Gomate. The place is called Gomate.
Yes.
Bro.
Okay.
Brah. Yeah, there's no other explanation but brah. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta hit that.
1,000% for sure.
Yes, sir. Bro, when did you start DJing? I know. You're one of the old school cats. See, I started when I was 16. It was 1986. That's when I first got my hands on a set of turntables. Right, I started my DJ business in 1991. So, how did that journey? How did that happen for you?
It started. Shout out to my cousin Ollie, who's also one of my mods.
Nice.
Jovan Boy One. Who's here. And I always tell the story. He was the one who really got me into DJing. One day he brought a mixtape over of some mixing from, I think it was a DJ in San Diego, Ollie, I can't remember. But he played me this mixtape. I was like, yo, this mixtape is dope. And then we just started practicing. Like we would have this one stereo system where he would he'll find a way to put it halfway between the turntable and tape player like selection. So that way both plays at the same time.
Wow.
So we play a song on cassette and at the same time try to practice scratching on top, on the turntable. But it was my cousin Ollie who really got me into DJing, and that was probably the mid '80s. And then from there, just kind of started up just like you. Like I ended up getting my own turntables. My parents who were very, very supportive. I remember buying $69 turntables. The brand was Vector Research turntables and a Radio Shack realistic mixer for $119. So those are my startup DJ equipment. But from there, I just started doing house parties to private parties, such as like dances, like private dances, weddings, and events, and it became my business. So that's how I really kind of got lucky during, was that maybe I hate to say junior high school days. Is where I kind of started like my DJ business. I think I started actual DJing around 13 and my actual business around 14.
Nice. Awesome.
And then from there, it evolved in unique different ways.
there's it's this adage discussion, right, where many of the old school cats, such as yourself, started off with vinyl, and then the evolution of turntablism or just DJing, where you remember Final Crash, no, Final Scratch. I called it Final Crash back, Final Scratch back then, and of course Serato. Then you had all these other ones that they came into play. And there's it's still that discussion with people like, you're not a real DJ unless you spin on vinyl, right? Well, you have the newer ones that come up, and this is what they've grown up with, right? Having a laptop, still have the vinyls and stuff, and learning that way. What's your thoughts about that?
That's a great question, Don.
Yeah.
Because we experienced that even on radio. Because I had a whole mix show team, and we're all used to vinyl, and
yes, yeah,
it was DJ Vice and DJ Echo who actually was telling me about Serato. There was like, yo, you got to check this out. You got to check and experience this out, what this is. And yes, a lot of people were like, yo, like, that's not real DJing. You're DJing off of a laptop, this, that, this, that.
Yeah.
But the more I got familiar with it, I was like, this actually could be a great DJ tool. And when we started transitioning into the use of Serato, because it made it easier for us, because MP3s were starting to get popular and all this stuff, it made it easier for us on the radio side to start using it. But one thing that I told my DJs is that don't let Serato make you lazy.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, don't just rely on it to DJ for you.
Yeah.
Still learn your craft, still learn the music, and use it to your advantage. Let it help you become more creative in your style and your skills.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's important with the DJing now. Like, props to what I love about Serato is that it made DJing more popular and more mass appeal and more accepting as an art form where people wanted to get more involved with it. But at the same time, when I talk to DJs who get into Serato, I always try to remind them, like, what my experiences are is know your music, know your songs. And what I mean by know your music, know your songs, just don't know the song you're about to play. Know everything about the song.
Yes.
The hook, the best parts to mix out, the best part to come in on, where to scratch in or where to, insert this mix here or there. So those are some of the things that I was encouraging a lot of DJs and reminding DJs, hey, like, use Serato as a great tool to enhance your skills.
Yep. I love it. I love it. And I totally agree with you, right? I mean, that in terms of your craft as a DJ, right? Learning, like, actually putting the needle on the record and learning that and starting, that should be your foundation, right? And if anything, what Serato did was it enhanced your performance, because there's so many things that you could do to be, right? I mean, your creativity is like limitless. It's really up to like the person that's behind those turntables, right? It's going to only go as far as what your creativity takes you. Yeah. So I in that retrospect, I agree where it is, right? I like where you have this as your foundation, but you use Serato to enhance your performance as a DJ.
Yeah. And even I know there's a lot of DJs who started with Serato and have developed great skills and talents. So props. I'm not knocking anyone at all. Don't get me wrong.
Of course.
But I will tell you what made it so much easier as a traveling DJ. Oh my gosh, like, it was a struggle to bring crates and check in music and check in crates. It's crazy, Don. There was one time I was actually DJing. I had a gig in Hawaii, and I landed on time, but my records didn't. And it didn't make it until not the next flight after me, but the second flight after me.
Oh my gosh.
My records did not arrive to almost 2 a.m.
Holy smokes.
And by the time, and they were going to deliver it to the hotel, I said, no, I'm going straight to the airport. And I'm going to wait for it to come down.
Yeah.
Of course, it ended up being the last bag coming out of baggage claim.
Always, right?
Jetted to the club. It was Zanzibar that I had to DJ at right there at the Waikiki Trade. Was it Waikiki Trade Center?
Waikiki Trade Center on Kuhio Ave. Yeah,
correct.
Absolutely.
And I ended up not playing until almost 2:45 that night.
Holy smokes.
And I was like, okay, and I was supposed to be on at midnight. But my point is that Serato made it so much easier and more convenient.
It did.
To DJ.
Well,
that's one thing I'll give it to Serato as well.
Absolutely. Right. I remember back in the day, because all my whole DJ career is mobile. That's always been my thing, right? And I remember going to a gig and and you know how hot it is here in Hawaii, here very humid stuff. And I remember taking stuff, and I took my crates and I forgot one, and I was like about a couple hours into the gig, I'm like, holy crap, I'm missing a crate. I run back to the car, grab them, and most of the records were already warped.
Ooh.
Sad, man. Like,
I know. That's tough.
Right? Yeah. Remember them days where like, oh my gosh.
And records aren't cheap, y'all. Records aren't cheap.
And definitely not here.
No.
Yeah. Ask DJ Technique, he knows.
Oh boy.
Not here, man. Yeah.
Man,
super. So you've DJ'd globally. Best city, best country in terms of your experience that you've played at. What would it be for you, bro?
I have a few, if you don't mind me listing a few.
Yeah, let's go.
Japan has been one of my best countries to DJ. What I love about Japan is they respect the DJ. It doesn't matter who you are, they appreciate you. And I remember after a lot of my club gigs, they would wait for me just to thank me, not even clap their hands, just like bow down like arigato, thanking you just for coming out to play for them.
Yeah.
And what I really love and what I learned about Japan is that they know the lyrics to every song you play, especially in English, but they don't speak a word of English.
Crazy.
So that opened my eyes to a great quote that I've always used before, is that music is a universal language.
Love it.
That it doesn't matter what language you speak, the music, the lyrics, doesn't matter the language, it speaks to you. But Japan is definitely one. As of recently, the best party country I've DJ'd in the last few years is Thailand. They love to party out there. Shout out to DJ Buddha and Ono out there.
Nice.
And probably one of the most unique experiences was DJing in Iraq. And DJing in the Middle East. I got a chance, Don, to DJ on 4 USO tours. DJing for the different our soldiers abroad.
Yeah, the military branches. Yeah.
And that was just an incredible experience. Not because it's where we're DJing at, but it was the reason behind it.
What you're DJing for.
What we really enjoyed about it was that we got a chance to bring a piece of home to our soldiers who are sacrificing their lives for us, for our safety, for our country. And to just go there and entertain them and like I said, bring them a piece of home was probably my greatest experience as a DJ, because it wasn't just the DJing or entertaining. It was the sit downs with them before and after. We got a chance to sit with them in the mess hall and have lunch or dinner and breakfast. I got a chance to go hang out in their MWR center after a show and play video games with them, and they will tell me stories on how that they were missing the birth of their babies, or they were unfortunately missing a passing of their family member. But they would cry to us. They would cry to us because they were so happy we were there. Yeah. And honestly, if there's anything, again, to me, it wasn't just about the DJing, it was just that overall experience.
Right there. Yeah.
So salute to our troops.
Yes,
again,
sir.
And being in these bases in Iraq especially, I've actually been to 5 different bases in Iraq.
Wow.
Their living conditions, the sacrifice they make, I'm telling you. There was one time when we had to hang out in one of the bases, because a lot of times we would fly in and out.
Sure.
We had to stay there for a while, and I kid you not, their bunkers is basically a truck trailer with 8 bunk beds and just air conditioning that they're trying to blow in there. Now, keep in mind, it was like 100, and I'm not exaggerating, y'all.
No, I believe you.
140 degrees out in Iraq.
That's crazy.
And the AC is battling the heat. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But much respect and salute to all our troops.
Oh, man. Wow. Thank you for sharing that.
Though.
That's freaking dope, man. So not to take light in, take away anything and being light about it. When you're in Iraq, would you say DJing over there, that place was the bomb? That was so horrible. That was so horrible. I always wanted to say that. Like, I'm gonna take that back, man.
I will tell you though that being on these bases, like again, we had to land in Kuwait, right?
Yeah.
And in order to go to these different bases, we had to either fly on Black Hawk helicopters or cargo planes and all that. But there was times they'll be like, hey, if you hear the sirens while you're hanging out in your little area, run to the closest bunker and duck.
How crazy
and hide
is that?
under there.
How
And
crazy
we
is
experienced that at least 4 or 5 times. It's like
That's
throughout the times I've
crazy.
been there.
Hey, that's part of the whole experience right there.
It
man.
was, and
I'm not
we
gonna
were
even
scared
lie.
at first.
I would have like, oh damn, the siren's on, let's go. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
It was.
That's crazy.
But
Wow.
that was a funny joke, but
Well, yeah, that was lame. Yeah, I'm sure I'm getting text message from my mom saying you're an idiot.
Ooh,
But
okay.
such is life. That's just, you already know how I am.
Okay. Well, it wasn't a funny joke, but okay. Sorry.
So favorite, and you don't have to say a specific artist, but maybe perhaps your favorite artist that you've DJ'd for or with.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I've told this story a few times before, Don, but
Yeah.
I have to say Mariah. Again, the experience to DJ
Really?
for Mariah Carey has been great.
Okay. Nice.
I got a chance to DJ for her on TV, and there was one time I could not go on tour with her. This was her Emancipation of Mimi tour.
Okay.
And I couldn't go on tour. They wanted me to go and be the DJ and, you know, do all the scratching and all this stuff on tour, so I couldn't do that. So we worked it out with her music director, who happened to be Randy Jackson, that you all know from American Idol.
Yeah.
And we got into the studio. So all her performance tracks that she had, the stuff that needed DJing and cutting and all that stuff, I laid it all out on track. And then the band would play along with the track.
No
of the
way.
shows.
No way.
But I'm going to say Mariah. And again,
Okay.
you know, and
Awesome.
I've developed a great relationship with her.
That's
I've been
awesome.
blessed to DJ a lot of her
Yeah.
private events and even DJ for her kids'
Yeah.
birthday parties.
So yeah, and so chat. I'm gonna address the chat really quick. So chat, Ohana, again. Now you understand why I'm fanboying right now. Like, you don't understand the level of DJ EMAN's experience, aside from him being a dope ass DJ and like the stuff that he's experienced and he's seen so far, and him taking time out of his super busy schedule to be on this talk show and just hanging out with all of us. I mean, again, what a blessing, man.
No, it's all
What a
good.
blessing.
And
So,
you know what, Don,
sorry, go
again,
ahead.
No, but you said it right. It's definitely a blessing for me as well, because again, I got a chance. I mean, it was really what I was doing at Power as well that I got a chance to develop these relationships, aside from being the DJ, but also being the music director. So,
Yes.
you know, on a business level, you know, a lot of the artists, you know, would want to be, you know, they would like to, you know, meet your acquaintance and just be friends with you. But what was really good about a lot of these artists that I got a chance to develop relationships with them outside of the music industry and just actually become, you know, friends, you know, and have conversations with a lot of these artists. And there's times
Nice.
that we'll talk, or I'll advise, or, you know, give, you know, sometimes an artist will send me music. Hey, tell me what you think, or can you meet me in the studio? I would love your honest opinion. And I think that's probably one of the reasons I got a chance to really develop with a lot of these artists, was that I was always honest with them about their music. I would never sugarcoat or tell them what I thought of a certain song if it wasn't great or whatever. And if anything, I would give them advice on what I think would make a great radio record, or what I would call a hit.
Nice.
So,
Nice. So on the flip side, right? So we know your most favorite experience with Mariah Carey. On the flip side, worst experience. You don't have to tell us what artist, but maybe perhaps share with us like what led up to those events.
oh man, the music
sure
industry
I'm
would
sure
probably
you
know
had them.
this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's an artist named. Okay, there's an artist named Chingy. One
Yeah.
of the worst experiences.
Really?
Hey, I'll tell you why. This is probably, I don't know if this was early 2000s. Yeah, I think it was like early mid 2000s. Came to the radio station. Yo, E-Man, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. He's doing an interview with our morning show. Everything's all good. It's like, yo, you know, we're doing, coincidentally, I'm DJing this show that you're gonna perform at in Albuquerque, and like, yo, I'll see you out there. I was like, yeah, cool, all good, E. And then next thing you know, the next day we're actually coincidentally on the same flight. Me, Chingy, Ice Cube, Dub C, we're all on the same flight going to Albuquerque. We all ended up doing the same show. So I saw Chingy. He was running late to the plane. I didn't get to say hi to him.
Sure.
So I saw him. So once we got off the plane in Albuquerque, we're standing out. It's me, Dub C, Crazy Tunes, rest in peace. Q already went to his car. And here comes Chingy down the escalator. I'm like, yo, Chingy, what's up, man? It's good to see you out here. totally didn't even shake my hand.
Wow.
And was like, yo, my bag's right there. Go bring my bag to the car.
Are you
like,
serious?
What the fuck? I'm sorry. What the F?
No, yeah. Are you serious?
He's looking at me. He's like, yo, what the hell is this guy saying? And he, was the security guys. I was like, yo, how rude.
Yeah.
Like, that's effed up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and like, just honestly, was just rude to so many people. I was like, man, F that. Since then, I was like, man, F this guy.
Right. And it's artists such as him are the ones that like they forget.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you're right. And what's crazy,
forget,
Don, was that, and then like a few weeks later, he was going for a record. His record label's like, yo, we have this hot new record from Chingy. I'm like, man, fuck Chingy. Straight up. I said, I'm not ever playing his shit.
Yeah.
They're
You
like,
know what you can do with that record? You know what you can do with that record? You can put it right there.
Yeah. Honestly,
in the trash.
I wasn't trying to play politics. I said, this is personal now.
Yeah.
I was like,
absolutely.
I don't think, and I use myself as an example.
Yeah.
To just be like, yo, it shouldn't matter who I am, or it doesn't matter for anyone. If someone was just trying to say hi to you and wanted to shake your hand and say what's up, fan or not,
common courtesy.
Them.
It's common courtesy.
Correct.
That's really all it is, right? Basic human level courtesy.
And during that time, and right before that, he just got off of this Disturbing the Peace label, and he was doing his own solo thing. A few years later, he's back on Disturbing the Peace. So I get a call from Chaka Zulu, who runs Disturbing the Peace. And he's like, yo, E, we got this new Chingy record. He's back with us. I'm like, man, fuck Chingy.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, the next day, Luda calls me. Ludacris is like, yo, E, man, what's going on? I heard of some beef with Chingy. I'm like, man, fuck Chingy. And I explained the story to him. He's like, man, we got to fix this. I was like, nah, we don't need to fix this.
Yeah, we're done.
And then Luda calls me back the week later and says, E, we're doing these DTP seminars in the Caribbean. I forgot the island. He was like, can I fly you out to meet with Chingy and we'll fix this all, man. I'll take care of you, blah, blah, blah. Luda, I appreciate you, but fuck Chingy. No.
Nice. Oh, props to you for sticking to your guns.
That's all good. Yeah. I mean, later on down the road, I'll tell you the story later, but next thing you know, I ended up getting 2 years later, I ended up getting an award for something on Billboard, and they fly me out to Atlanta, and then coincidentally DTP, their offices are there. So Luda and his team was like, "Yo, E, come visit our studios and our offices." Cool. Of course, I go there, meeting with Ludacris and Chaka Zulu, and next thing you know, here comes Chingy. It's like, all right. Wow. I'm looking at Luda's like, okay, y'all framed me here. Y'all,
y'all set me up.
Here to
set me
up.
Work. Right.
Yeah. So, anyways, long story short, we talked. I told him my whole story. He says he didn't remember. I said that's bullshit.
Yeah, he did remember.
I said with these artists, what do you call it? And I just said, like, my point was, bro, just don't treat people disrespectfully. At the end of the day, doesn't matter who they are, because you will never know who they are or what they do. But even though you knew me or didn't know me or forgot who I was and you weren't in the same mood, you just don't disrespect people. Yeah,
I love that. And you know what, bro? April was Autism Awareness Month, and I just did a solo stream fundraiser for a local family here, just to raise some funds. And she was actually my oldest son's preschool teacher. But I remember one of the quotes that I really love that they use for autism awareness. And the quote went like this: in a world where you can be anything, be kind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was like, I guess he forgot.
He definitely forgot.
Right. And the world's a really massive place, but in retrospect, it's really, really a small place. Yeah, it's too small, especially like in your industry, in the music industry, and within your connections. Like, people hear stuff, man, right? Like you just don't do that to people, right?
And you know what, Don? I'm a really friendly guy. I'm really easy to work with on the industry tip, and it does take a lot to really upset me. Of course. Honestly, I really don't do that to anyone, but that one just, again, that was a rough one.
That is crazy. Okay, so. Couple more questions, and then I know. So if the ultimate artist that you would DJ for, who would that be?
The ultimate artist I would DJ for.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. I've gotten a chance to DJ for so many different artists.
I know. That's why I'm asking this question.
Ultimate artist.
Yeah. And I'm talking like past or present. Doesn't have to be right now. Like we could go back, all the way back.
You know what? If there's two artists that I would love to have met before they passed, I'd probably throw their names here too, as like I would love to have DJ'd for them, or even at least meet them, is Michael Jackson and Prince.
Ooh, Philip and Guido would love that. Yeah,
I know.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Prince, Michael Jackson.
Oh,
definitely those two.
Crazy.
And I think I'd be taller than Prince, by the way. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm 5'3", y'all.
Yeah, you still be taller.
5'4" with Crocs.
I love that Joven boy. The Jeopardy question is, how did Chingy kill his career?
By being rude.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what he's referencing. So thank you, DJ EMAN.
That's all good.
So, now that things are opening up, I'm sure all the real life events are popping up and stuff like that. What's the future for DJ EMAN? Where are we going from here?
That's another great question, Don. Well, first off, on the radio standpoint, radio, it's been tough for radio. I ain't gonna lie, because radio, it relies a lot on in-car listening, and with in LA especially, or California, but LA specifically, we've had to shut down. There's a lot of schools that haven't started back up, and if they did, they're on a hybrid system where they're only going partial. So a lot of kids aren't even back in school. A lot of places aren't even open. Disneyland just opened last month at 15% capacity.
Yeah.
So
LA, and it's just to the residents. Is that correct for Disneyland?
Correct. And just to the residents only.
Yeah. So in fact, again, one of my mods, the B side, he works there.
Yeah. What up, B side?
Yeah, and so B side is the one that's kind of filling me in. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No. You're good.
Yeah.
But again, it's just LA has just still been slowly opening up and stuff. But again, I've been so focused with the radio stations, just getting us back into this groove, into this vibe, because a lot of the lifestyle for a lot of people got affected, and we're just getting back into it. Just to your point, but we're starting to see a surge from like July on of these festivals, concerts, events that are starting to happen. Still, there's still some COVID restrictions that they have and limitations of who they have capacity, but that could change. That could change in the next few months, depending on they're talking about herd immunity by the end of July in California. They're talking about a lot of different things, vaccinations and all. So, so it just really depends.
Yeah. Okay.
But to answer your question,
yes.
For me, focus on the radio, and honestly, I love DJing on Twitch.
Love it.
I really enjoy doing clubs, but I don't want to say the wrong thing here, but I don't know if I could do as many clubs anymore.
Yeah.
I think I'm, I love playing on Twitch, and
we love having you on Twitch, bro. Like for real, because it gives me a chance. Like when I go onto your channel, I'm always like, there's, I do this most of the time, but there's specific DJs I'll go out there and I'll watch and I'll lurk with the intent to learn something from them. So I always, when I jump on your channel, aside from me vibing, I actually learn stuff from you. And then I turn on and think, okay, how do I implement what EMAN just did into my stream? So thank you for that. Like for real.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I think what's very important, again, and I teach this to even my DJs who aren't on Twitch, and my radio DJs, is that at the end of the day, acknowledge your people that are enjoying you. I know we can't do that with listeners unless they call us up or if they're interacting with us on social media. But again, the simple shout outs, and obviously I haven't been able to shout out too many people yet on our chat right now, Don. But again, I love to shout out everyone that shows up in the chat, because I want to make them know that at the end of the day, I want them to feel special. And I feel like I'm really honored that they're hanging out with me. But at the end of the day, all I care about is that you have a great time with me. And something that I tell everyone on my chat is like, I'm not even tripping on bits or subs or any of that. All I care about is that you're having a good time with me and that you're enjoying the vibes, because we're on this vibe.
Yeah. So speaking of shout out, bro, I'm going to hand it over to you. Go ahead and address the chat remarks here. So let me turn that over and give you a chance to kind of shout out the chat room, bro, if you don't mind.
All right, what's up? Let's see. Who do we have up in here? We have Dino Bullet. What up, Dino? I call Dino Bullet. Always flexing on him. My brother DJ Theo Tabor. He's another one.
Yes, sir.
That I got a chance to really I don't want to use the word discover, but really get to know on Twitch. And yo, like I really enjoy DJ Theo Tabora's like his streams, including his Saturday recovery service. Like I check in for that every morning. You know what I'm saying? Don, same with you. Like I check in with you during the week. Sometimes, and you know, I'll go on Remark. I'll go into even Ice's, you know, during the week. I'll go to Alpha. DJ Alpha's up in here. Flips. I know Stress was up in here. I'll go into a lot of the DJs, and I don't get a chance to comment sometimes because I'm at the office either getting ready for a meeting or whatever, but I just love to be entertained. If it's, you know, if I'm watching them in the background, I have, of course, the radio station in the background, but just, you know, I just love watching it as well. But shout out to everyone that's up in the chat right now. Shout out to my mod mob in the house, Mrs. Mommy 09, Cammy Cam, Mr. Night Shift OC, Jovan Boy 1, Neil Hef, my wife Joy 564. Who else is up here? Marie T. What up, Marie T? Jocelyn LBR. Who else is up here? The B side, of course. Presley 423. Remark.
Yeah, and shout out to your other mods. I know they're not here, but I think it's
LX808. What up?
Yeah, DJ LX808 from Maui. Is it Rockmao NYC JV79?
Oh, yeah, NYC. Yep. Yeah. And JV79.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't think they're up in here. Again, what LX808? He said that he used to come see me at Pipeline.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that Pipeline Cafe was so fire back then. 2,000 plus people.
Yep.
I love Pipeline, that spot.
That was a spot, man. That was a spot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who else is up in here? S2T Kimmy. I hope I'm saying
Kimmy,
that right.
Yeah, Kimmy. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. That's crazy.
Malabari. I hope I'm saying that right.
No, it's
I'm hoping I'm not chopping up your names.
No, don't worry. It's Mao Labar. Yeah.
Malabar.
So okay, funny story about Mao. He was I actually trained him. He used to be with us at the Honolulu Police Department.
Okay.
So Mao was an officer, and then he moved on to bigger, better things because he's dope like that. He just started DJing, but he's a volleyball player. Homeboy 6'9". I just had lunch with him a couple of days ago.
6'9".
He's 6'9", a volleyball player, but one of the tallest DJs you'll meet. Speaks Russian. He speaks Russian, but played on the international level. Played with the University of Hawaii on the volleyball men's team.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, dope volleyball player, and just starting to stream. He's going to be jumping on Twitch very soon. So
all right, I gotta check you out.
Yeah.
Dope.
So it's so awesome to see him, you know, and having be interested in coming on.
If
Twitch
I'm standing next to him, I might be up to his kneecaps.
Yeah, man.
Maya Makalea, what's up?
Yes.
Lila, once again, what's up? Remark is so dope. On his
Remark's
streams.
fun, man. Remark,
Twin Spin, what up?
Remark is dope. I love him. Yeah, DJ
Dr. Puff, the MD. We talked about you earlier. Dr. Puff, what up?
Yep.
Notorious Zot checking in. What up, Zot?
Yep.
So many people up in here. I appreciate everyone. Thank you so much.
You're streaming tonight. Is that correct?
I am. I do this thing. We do this pop-up now that we call Wind Down Wednesdays. We've been doing it now for, I think, about a month, and it's all slow jams.
Nice.
It all started on Valentine's Day when me and my wife decided to do a pop-up of a lot of her songs. She helped, curate the playlist.
Yes.
And it kind of stemmed from there. And then one night on a Saturday night, we were doing slow jams, and we're like, this is actually kind of fun. And then we just said, you know what, let's just do it as a pop-up one day. I think I popped up at 11:30 at night one night.
Crazy.
On a Wednesday night. And then we just started doing it. So after we're done here, Don, I'm doing Wind Down Wednesdays immediately. In the mix.
Yeah. Yes.
So, yep.
Cammy Cam, I didn't realize we're on a hype train. Cammy Cam just dropped 1,000 bits. Thank you, Cammy.
We're on a hype train? Oh, I can't even notice that.
Yeah, you know what?
Cammy Cam.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it on Twitch. Yeah, because on StreamYard you won't be able to see it, but on Twitch I'm noticing it, and so they're dropping a crazy hype train. So
I didn't know we're on a hype train. What's up? Let's DJ. What up? Let's DJ. SoCal Filipinos in the house.
Nice. Yes, awesome.
Ayufaka, aka Disco B.
So he's
Shout
from
out to
Hawaii.
all the Ayufakas that I've seen up in here.
Yeah, he's from Hawaii. But
Rays,
currently
what up?
lives from there. Yeah, Soul Rays, I see you. Aloha. Welcome. Yeah. Oh man,
dope.
Bro, you're freaking crazy, bro. Thank you so much, man. Notorious Zot with the 100 party poppers. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, appreciate it.
Mikey B, what up? Notorious Zot is, Yo, Notorious Zod is definitely one of my biggest supporters as well. Zod, I appreciate you.
Nice.
What was it? Love Pat 1, what up? Presley 423 with the biddies.
DJ Remark with the gifted sub to Soul Race. Thank you so much, Presley.
333 biddies. Wow.
300. Why you gotta make me try and add that? I can't even do that. Stop that. But thank you. I appreciate it. Kev away with the 300. Thank you so much. It's crazy, bro. Wow. DJ Theo tomorrow with the 100 party poppers. Thank you so much. So EMAN, favorite quote or one of your favorite quote, mantra, words you like to live by. Please enlighten us, bro.
I have two actually.
Yes.
One is an interesting quote I kind of developed with my team. It's know what to say versus say what to know.
Nice.
Think about it. Know what to say versus say what you know. If you know what to say, you're very confident on how your presentation is and when you're talking to someone, if you're talking to your audience or just speaking. If you know what to say, like you're very knowledgeable and you're very confident in what you're going to say. But if you just say what you know, there tends to be hesitation, uncertainty, not sure what's going to come out. So you're just only saying what you know. So again, I use that quote a lot because I remind people just always be knowledgeable of what you're going to do and what you're going to say. So that's one quote, Don. And the second quote that I think is a really dope quote.
Can I just interject really quick, bro, on your know what to say? I love that because there is thought behind that.
Absolutely.
Right. There's actual, like, you actually took time to think about what you're about to say, whether, on your stream or whatever you're presenting there. Yep. That makes so much sense. Thank you. Yep. Thank you.
And then the second one comes from will.i.am. And nice. I saw this in a magazine article in the early 2000s. And if you remember the Black Eyed Peas, they were doing a lot of music that wasn't really totally mass appeal. They had like Joints and Jams, and they had the song Weekends, and they had the song with Macy Gray. Yeah. But then they started doing songs like Where Is the Love? Then they brought on Fergie on to the Black Eyed Peas. Yeah. And they were getting a lot of flack for it. And they were getting a lot of comments calling them sellouts. But the one quote from will.i.am that I saw in a magazine, he said, sellouts, we sell out arenas. And I took that quote as nice. You have to evolve. In order for you to take yourself to the next level, you have to evolve. It's not that you're selling out to the people who are following you, but I have to take myself to the next level. And even though it might not be what might be real or might be true to what I was, at least I'm making efforts to expand and take myself to the next level. And they end up becoming the biggest international hip-hop rap group during that time. So, again, that quote meant a lot because, again, I saw what he was trying to do. And I remember asking him about that quote. And coincidentally, and Neil Hef was with me. I don't think you were with me when I had this conversation, but Neil, this was outside of the hotel in Malaysia. We were doing it. We were all out there for an event. To help raise money for the tsunami relief that happened in the mid-2000s. But I remember running into will.i.am outside. He was just standing waiting for something. We talked briefly, and I asked him about that quote. And he told me basically what I thought that quote was, what I explained here. So shout out to the Black Eyed Peas. Those are my brothers. A lot of great history with them as well. Apple, Taboo, Will.
That's like I it's funny, and I'm gonna get a little personal right now. So every Wisdom Wednesday for me, before I even get on and meet with the guests, there's always a space for me whether I meditate or I say a prayer in hopes that whatever is shared today or even every day on my stream, it is in hopes of inspiring people and uplifting them. And what you just shared with us today, I cannot tell you how much that hit me so hard. So I'm kind of going through some stuff right now. And I was challenged with a few things. And my mods know about this. I even to a point where I actually shared it with my wife. But it was what you just shared about taking it to the next level. I understand that as you climb up, there are people that you're going to lose. And sometimes for the better. And sometimes you're swimming in a certain pond and you get too big for that pond. And then there are there's the next pond as you swim up to that pond, that there are those that only want to help you. But at the same time, you're looking at that other pond and saying, what about us? Like, how come you're not helping us when you've already felt like you've helped more, all that you could? And what you shared with, and I'm just making this personal with me tonight, bro. Thank you so much I really, really needed to hear that right now. And it's a confirmation that I'm doing it right. So, bro, like for real, man, for real, bro. Thank you so much for that. Usually on the Wisdom Wednesday, it's usually the guests that get emotional. I didn't know where this was going to go for me, but you shared that. And it's funny because I woke up and my quote I was going to share tonight is confirming what you just said. And my quote is this: the higher your vibe, the smaller your tribe.
The higher your vibe, the smaller your tribe.
Because it's those in that small, tight-knit circle that will always have your back no matter what. Absolutely. I'm not looking for yes people. What I'm looking for is for those gatekeepers to say, hey, Don, stop that. Don't make it about you. It's not about you. Like, they're there to protect you and not just say yes. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, and so thank you so much for that, bro. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Thank you. And Don, congratulations on everything.
No,
again,
you,
I really enjoy what you're doing. Again, and I know what your mission is to get to partner. I want to do whatever I can to help you there. I know there was many people as well. I want to help out however I can. Brother. If I want to get you to where you got to get to.
I appreciate that. Man.
Because the reason behind what you do, and I heard you say this before too, it wasn't just about you getting partner for yourself. It's you using that to provide and give opportunities to your fellow DJs and other people to get to that level as well. And to me, that means a lot because that's also something that I live by. Like being in a position I'm in, I enjoy giving people opportunities to experience things they've never got a chance to. And I'm hoping that I could do the same for you. Like, again, whatever I could do, whatever we could do as Ohana, and in the chat, let's get together and let's just support our people. Again, I know you, Don, I know Theo, and so many others. It's so great to see Stress and Nico Blitz, and I know Alpha got it recently. We're all going to get there, and we'll get there. And whatever I could do to help get you guys there, let's do it. That's why I'm here for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And thank you for sharing your quote. Thank you. I had no idea you were going to go there. But, how the universe responds. Yeah, it's how the universe responds. So thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
So let me ask you, bro, you want to log off? Go ahead and start your stream. I'll wait.
Give me
and then we'll raid right into your channel.
Just go right into it, and
absolutely,
I'll be right on. But again, thank you guys so much for having me. Everyone in the chat, I try to shout everyone out as much as possible.
Yes, sir.
But I really enjoy doing this. And Don, seriously, I really appreciate you having me for Wisdom Wednesday.
Thank you.
I love sharing my experience and my experiences and my stories, just so people could just hopefully to help motivate and help understand and really just help them take them to the next level as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Hey, love you, bro. Thank you so much.
Much love. I appreciate you, Don. I promise.
You, man.
If we get out there, hopefully this summer, I'm coming to see you.
If I find out and you leave, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna whip your ass. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
You're gonna what do you call it? You'll definitely see me. I'll request the police escort.
Oh man, you got my number, man. You got my number. You just give me a call. Okay. We got you, man.
But I know we're connecting though for something else soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Very soon.
All good.
Very soon.
But thank you guys. I'm gonna go get ready for Wind Down Wednesday. We all slow jams in the mix, so we'll be next to the bonfire.
Nice.
So
I love it.
It'll be all good. Thank you guys so much.
Right on. Thank you, bro. I'll see you in a little bit. Again, thank you, brother. Once again, shout out to our brother DJ EMAN, and thank you so much. I love Pat. I know. Thank you so much. You know, I was gonna apologize for me being emotional, but I'm not. I'm not gonna apologize. Why? Because Wisdom Wednesday is for all of us, not just you. It actually helps me too, right? It helps me realize and see things in a certain light where this will help me become even better. Right? I mean, look at last week. You saw Marie T. You saw DJ Theo Tabora get emotional. And my big joke, you know, since last week was like, I made Hootie Theo cry. Yeah. You know, I mean, and all in light, making things light, you know, again, that's what this is really all about. You know, thank you, Marie T. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you for the rest of the chat. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the aloha. Thank you for always thinking Wisdom Wednesday. Oh, all right. Oh, yeah, this Samoan guys got this DJ channel. We're gonna come in and we'll go check them out. You know, mahalo to Kev Hawaii, my first guest. Oh, loved it, Kev. Kev, you knocked it out of the park. To our brother, high certified, bro. Love that. Love that. Shoes in a dryer and twerky. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Let's go. Let's do it. Looking forward to your Sunday stream, as well as your raid trains. Again, Chat Ohana. There's two 808 raid trains that's gonna happen. There's one that's happening this Sunday, and it's a whole bunch of our Hawaii 808 DJs. Many of them that are here, and there are those that used to be here that are still connected to Hawaii. They're doing a raid train. Let's support them. If you're able to, let's go ahead support them. June 5th. Dunabu as well as Misty Mountain is going to be here in Hawaii. They're doing another raid train too as well. So let's support them too as well. Again, it's all about, again, it's the village mentality. It's a kako thing, right? And let's just support them in whatever way you can, right? Whether it's for me, I'm always about the gift is in your presence. You know, you could go hang out with me through an entire stream and not give me one bit or sub anything, and I'd still be the happiest DJ. Why? Because the gift is in the presence. You cannot buy time. That's priceless. I appreciate that so much. You know, and so and of course the legendary EMAN. How dope is that? Bruh. Ludacris calls EMAN. What the hell? That's crazy. Shout out to the big dog DJ, like DJ Remark, Alpha Music, DJ Theo Tabora, DJ Stress TV, Icy Ice, who always like supports us, you know, the Hawaii DJs. My brother DJ Technique, DJ Alex 808, High Certified. Who else I'm missing? There's a bunch of you here. I'm sorry, DJ Shaolim, DJ Shibuya, all those guys. I appreciate you. The mayor of Twitch, Philip Imbuito, the most famous non-DJing streaming person on Twitch right there is DJ Theo Tabora, right? New DJs coming out that will be getting on Twitch soon, like my brother Mao Labar. He's gonna be the tallest DJ on Twitch, I think 6'9". I think there's somebody else. I think Twin Spin. There's another DJ I saw you guys golfing with. How tall is that guy? Twin Spin. Right? The Duke of Venice, Dino Bullet, the most handsomest guy, like really the most handsomest guy. Like yeah. Like he's so handsome, like I just want to punch him because he's so good looking, right? So yeah, so Princess, if you can start that raid again. DJ Aquatech, he's been there for me too as well. One of my first, you know, day oneers, right? Again, DJ Technique, love him too. So again, next week, make sure you join us, right? We're going to have DJ 50, his mod, Kalpena. We may have another guest, still working on it, but please come and join us. Usually I do a feature Friday every Friday. Not this Friday because I have a wedding. I have a wedding coming up Friday, so I won't be able to stream. Speaking of DJs, Old School Playhouse, thank you so much. Like those guys too. Support all of them. Support them. You know, I mean, that's what we're all about. Mahalo to the viewers, all of you guys. Shout out to Club Savage DJs. Support them too as well, right? But more importantly, all of you, those that come in there every time your notification of your favorite DJs, streamers that come up, that you actually will take time out of your busy schedule, or even schedule it in to get in there and just hang out and vibe with them. I cannot tell you how much we appreciate you. Thank you so much. You know, again, I see so many of you. Lola Girl, thank you. Tamsy Tams, all are from New Zealand, from Aotearoa. Love you so much. Dino Bullet, your words for real, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Soul Rays, Mahalo to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You know we're gonna go over and check out DJ EMAN. So again, let's enjoy his vibe. High certified. Love you so much, brother. Great job today on your interview. I love it. Thank you so much. This is what this is all about, right? Empowering one another, uplifting one another, moving forward. That's all we need to do. Why? Because there's all that we call it opala, trash on the other different social medias. We don't need that. Here we get to control it, and we'll control our narrative. And our narrative is this: positively, light, aloha, no matter what, without any judgment. We don't need that. All right. Only one person can judge. It ain't anyone here. Right. And so, love you guys.